Hi and welcome to MRTV Live episode number 26. As you know, this is the weekly live stream in which we talk about the latest and greatest in VR and AR. And tonight, for episode number 26, we're going to talk about the following topics. We're going to talk about the HTC Vive wireless adapter and how it seems HTC wants to milk the pro owners even more than they already do. It's going to be very, very exciting. Then we'll talk about Hellblade VR, of course, and we're going to talk about the YouTube VR app that is coming to Gear VR, but not to Oculus Go. And we're going to talk about Marvel Powers United and some other games like The Persistence and Wreck Royale. And all of this goodness is coming up. Yeah, hi and welcome here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and if this is your first time here, and if you're just as excited about VR and AR as me, then subscribe now and click on the bell button so you don't miss anything. Yes, welcome to MRTV Live episode number 26. It's a pleasure to be here again, and I'm very much looking forward to this live show where we talk about VR and AR. And last week we talked 3 hours. My goodness, that was a great show. But I don't think that we're going to talk 3 hours tonight. I don't know. You never know, right? Let's see what happens. So, for all of you who are not watching this live, why are you not watching this live? This is really, really best watched live because, well, I do interact with you guys a lot. And yeah, so this is definitely better live. But if you happen to have missed it because you are on your own wedding, for example, then you can totally watch this also later, of course, the recorded version. And well, I'm going to time code the topics down in the description of this video. So head over there now and check your favorite topic and click there. But of course, you can simply stick here with me through the whole show live because it is just a very, very good show. Just like this is a very, very good channel. Anyways, if this is your first time here, let me tell you about MRTV Live. What is this show? Well, this is a talk show. Okay, so we're going to talk about different kind of VR and AR topics, and you can directly interact with me. And how can you do so? Well, you can go to the MRTV Discord server, and you can go to the live stream. You can go to the live stream channel. Yeah? No, there, there. And during the show, I'm going to read out what you have to say. And if you use the @Sebastian tag, then I will directly know that you're talking with me. So, hi Push the Limits, hi Brutalness, hi Proud Dog, hi 1203 Harry, hi Olho, hi Fugazi, hi Brutalness again. Good to have you here. So, definitely go to the MRTV Discord server if you directly want to interact with me. That is the best way to interact with me. And yeah, I would love to speak with you. Also, if you want to talk with me as an audio chat, as in like a phone call, you can also do it. You can call into this show. And yeah, it is great. How to do that? Well, you also go to the MRTV Discord server. So all the action is on the MRTV Discord server. Simply go there, and Push Limit says, hi Sebastian, exactly, and call 0800 00 MRTV. No, go to the MRTV Discord server and go to the voice channel, and go to the general chat, and I'm there right now, for example, and here you can see, yeah, Sebastian, and then if you go there, and if you talk, your icon is going to light up here. Just like now you can see Sebastian, and then everyone will know that it's you who's talking, and we can talk about the latest topics. So go to the MRTV Discord server, go to the channel, the general voice channel, if you would love to tell the VR community about your opinions. That would be incredibly awesome. And from time to time, I'm going to jump into the voice channel and going to talk with you. So that would be truly incredible if that could happen. All right, good. So now you know what this show is all about. And TJ Ginger says, live voice calls sound dangerous. Yeah, and that's what makes this show so exciting. Probably you want to, anybody wants to jump in and tell me what you really think of me. I would love it. It would be really, really, really fun. So that is the exciting part about this show. Simply come into the MRTV Discord server and yeah, go to the live stream and go to the voice chat area. Cheers. MRTV. I got the MRTV mug, the only one in existence on this planet. How do you like it? Hope you like it. All right. Good. I think now after 5 minutes, we could go to the first topic. What do you guys think? let me go to the live stream and see what you guys are saying. I want to read out something. Paul is here, and Paul asked, how are you? I'm doing really good. Got this new shirt here. Yeah, feeling really good. I'm always really happy to spend some time with the community here at MRTV Live and talk with you about all the exciting topics. So I'm doing really fine. How are you doing, Paul? Yeah, push limits, yes. Oh yes, and Norman is there again from the Bermuda Islands. Norman, I really hope I can talk with you later as an audio chat. Would love it. Really enjoyed our chat last week, so hopefully we can go to the live audio chat later today. Okay, great. So let us start now with the topics. But before I start, I need to read this up. Hypothec says, make VR great again? When was it great in the past? So nice. Oh, Hypothec, hi from Beijing, of course. Nice, you are from Beijing, that's awesome. Fantastic, that's great. Are you Chinese or are you like a foreigner abroad? Before we start, I really need to meet Hypothec. Do let us know. And it's 5 a.m. in China. Do let me know. What are you doing in Beijing? Please. I need to know before I can start with the show. Yeah. Until I wait for your answer, probably I have another sip of my adult beverage. Oh, you're a foreigner from Chicago. Okay, nice. But did you pick up the language? And Harry says, watching at 5 a.m. is true dedication. I agree. I agree. Nice. Hypothec. It is great that you're here. And yeah, did you just get up for the show or you just couldn't sleep and thought, you know what, I'm watching this German guy? Oh, you're making the VR glove. That's cool. That is really interesting. Oh, I think I wrote to your company and I asked if they can send me the device, if I can have the device to show it to the community, but they never got back to me. Probably they thought like, no. Not for free. And Perplexer is here. Perplexer, so good to have you here. Nice. All right, I think that we can start now, or I can say hello to some more people. Like Sebastian Gray is here. Sebastian, fantastic name. Colin Webb, your internet is terrible? You mean mine? My internet is pretty good now. I'm streaming now with 1080p. Okay, Hypothec just woke up early. All right. Hypothec, you really need to get in touch with me. I would love to show the community your glove. Yeah, because you know this is a hardware review channel and news channel, so I would love to check out gloves. All right, guys, I think that's enough for the first 10 minutes. I think now we can start with the first topic. And the first topic, before I say that, Norman says it's Sebastian's adult beverage content that's got everyone tuned in. I hope it's not only the adult beverages. Okay, but now let's start with the first topic here. And the first topic is kind of, it's really like, the news only came out like a couple of hours ago, and it's pretty interesting. And it's about the HTC Vive wireless adapter that is soon going to be available. So here it is. This is the HTC Vive wireless adapter. And a couple of hours ago, a Reddit user found a setup page, yeah, where HTC teaches people who bought the adapter, which is not yet available, how to set it up. And we learned some pretty interesting things from that setup page, from that HTC setup page that now is taken down already. And I'm going to let you know these news, and then we're going to talk about it. So let's go through these news. So uncovered by Reddit user Dal1Dal, the page details the entire setup process. While you probably want to read the actual web page during setup, which now doesn't work anymore, whenever the adapter arrives on your doorstep, here's a quick breakdown anyway of things you'll need to do. So first of all, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Let me just tell you what you have to do. First of all, you have to put a PCI Express card into your computer. So first of all, if you own a VR laptop like me, like I own a laptop, a VR laptop with a GTX 1070, I won't be able to use the Vive wireless adapter. So if you use a VR laptop, a laptop to use VR, to use the Vive or the Vive Pro, then you're being fucked now. You will not be able to purchase the Vive wireless adapter because you will need a PCI Express card slot. Interesting, right? Very, very interesting. So this is the first thing. Well, we knew this already and we discussed about this earlier on, right? But, well, this is the thing. You need to have a free PCI Express slot in order to use the device. All right, okay, no problem. I mean, a problem for all the people who are using a laptop like me. Then, from there, you'll need to follow the individual instructions on how to mount the adapter to your Vive headset. Whether it be an original Vive with standard head strap, the original Vive with deluxe audio strap, or the new Vive Pro. Both original Vive setups seem fairly straightforward, with some Velcro and shorter cables to faff about with. Alright, so far everything is okay. Now the interesting part. Let me read it out to you. The Vive Pro, the website says does not come stocked with the necessary bits and bobs to attach the Vive wireless adapter, however. So you actually have to purchase an additional package called Attach Kit for wireless adapter. So let me make that clear for you. If you have the Vive Pro that already cost $800 just for the headset only, if you want to use the wireless adapter, you have to purchase not just the wireless adapter, but also something called Attach Kit, so you will be able to attach the wireless adapter to your $800 Vive Pro. Wow. I mean, wow. I mean, that's unbelievable for me. For me, that's unbelievable. I mean, when they made the Vive Pro, right? I mean, they must already have thought about the wireless adapter directly with it. So why wouldn't they come up with a design where you can easily stick on the wireless adapter? And what's really even more unbelievable to me, you can stick it onto the old Vive and the old Vive with the deluxe audio strap, but you cannot put it onto the Vive Pro which is like 2 years newer. I mean, which just came out like in April. I mean, I don't get it. It's unbelievable. And you even have to buy it extra on top. So we don't even know yet how expensive the Vive wireless adapter is going to be, right? So the TP Cast wireless adapter costs like $300. It's a third-party device. It works nice with the original Vive, and that's okay. But I have the feeling, yeah, from HTC's pricing policy that the wireless adapter is going to be more expensive than $300. From my feeling, I would guess it probably costs like $500. Yeah? So you already bought the $800 HTC Vive Pro. Then probably you're going to buy the probably $500 wireless adapter because you want to use it wirelessly. And then you have to buy another kit just so you can attach the expensive wireless adapter onto your expensive Vive Pro? Do I get that right? Dear HTC, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Guys, I mean, HTC, right? I mean, this is a topic that kind of makes me like excited when I think about like these prices. Anyways, let's go on. Let's go on. All right, so you need to get the attach kit. All right. Pricing isn't available yet, but it's an absolute mystery why they aren't including it as a free add-on after users have already shelled out $800 for the headset alone. Okay, so Road to VR, yes, you wrote that exactly right, and I can just say exactly. I totally agree with you guys. Wow. Okay. So one more interesting thing. And let me read that out to you. One interesting side note. To power the wireless experience, the website claims you should only ever use the HTC QC 3.0 power bank. A 1050 mAh battery with quick charging capabilities. At $80, this is nearly double the price of a similar Anker power bank, however. So it costs double as much as the power bank that TP Cast is using. And you know what? It's just a standard power bank. And HTC says, well, you should only use our double priced power bank. And the reason? Well, the company hasn't specified exactly why it's so important that users shell out the extra money. Now, my guess is that, well, they want to earn the extra $40 of people, of their customers, and it seems like they clearly think the HTC customers are stupid, right? Oh guys, oh my goodness. It is crazy. For me, this is really, truly crazy. But now, I would really love to see what you guys think. So, let me tell you how that goes down. First, I'm going to read out your chat. So, not everybody wants to go into audio chat, right? So, I first want to give all the people who would like to vent their opinion about this into the live stream channel, and then after I finish reading it out, I'm going to go into the audio chat and I'm going to discuss with all the people in the audio chat what they think of it. So let me read out first what you guys think. MRTV. It's a very, very good channel. So, let me read out what you think. The real news announcing hell. Kill rain. Very nice. Okay, Totally a Human says, hold on, with an MR headset, a wireless adapter and laptop would be quite useless. Just put the laptop in a backpack and connect it to the headset. Yeah, you can do that. Exactly, you can do that. And IPC says, haha, that's like from some comedy about VR. It is kind of comical, isn't it? Harry says, Vive Pro, 800 pounds for the device. Tracking, 200 pounds. Controllers, 200 pounds. Attach kit, 50 probably. Wireless, 200. No, the wireless is definitely going to be more than 200 pounds, Harry. Total second mortgage. Yeah. Allhost says, because they wouldn't be able to sell the adapter, Vive Pro users are already known to have too much money. You're right, Allhost. Somehow you're right. They think, you know what? The guys who were so stupid to buy the Pro at that price, you know what? They are so stupid. Let's sell them the attach kit on top of it. I mean, what kind of stupid planning goes into this? They know this is going to be used on the Vive Pro. Why don't they make it for free? Or why don't they make it right from the beginning? Oh, I don't get it. Norman says, the wireless card must need direct access to the system bus to reduce latency concerns with a large amount of I/O for both graphics and audio. Yeah, that's true. They did this to speed up the whole thing, but well, it works fine with TP-CAS, right? And they don't need that. Sebastian Gray, it's obvious it's for business related usage. Casual gamers should stick with the TP-CAS, I think. Yeah, probably. Probably they will, though. Fugazi says, HTC Vive 2 price, all your firstborns. Exactly. Oh my god. Proud Dog, $40 for HTC riding on it. Exactly. Oh, guys. And Proud Dog says, everything HTC does is an afterthought at the moment. And Totally a Human says, I'm pretty sure HTC are trying to milk out as much money out of my customers as possible. Of course, it is so obvious, right? Push limits, waiting for my Pimax if it ever will come. Yeah. And Norman says, no thanks HTC, they're going to cause the heartbreak of the anti-VR customer development potential. And Paul says, yeah, no, Perplexer, HTC said the forecasts are wrong. The VR dies. They dig themselves a grave. Like this, if they keep on going like this, yes. And Paul says, I wonder how much the Odyssey will be with wireless. Probably still in the $500 range. Yeah, probably even more, who knows. All right, is there anybody else who would like to add something to the chat? If no, then I'm going to go to the audio chat very soon, and I'm going to talk with you guys. And Eliasol says, Odyssey 2 plus wireless that works on laptop, win. That would be great. Cheers, guys. Okay, guys, I'm going to go to the audio chat now, and it seems like Brutalness is waiting there for me. Awesome, looking forward to speak with you. So, and for all the people who want to talk with me, go to the voice channel now on the MRTV Discord server and make sure to lower your volume. Yeah, use a headphones or put the volume down so I won't be able to hear myself and there won't be a feedback loop. So please lower your volume if you want to speak with me, and also make sure to speak with me on the Discord server, and don't expect to speak with me on YouTube because there's a lag. All right? Okay, guys. Hello there. Is there anybody in the audio chat who would like to speak with me now? Okay, there are two people here now. Who wants to speak first, Brutalness or Sebastian Gray? Okay, Brutalness. Got it. Got it. Sorry, one moment. I think I have the feeling that people cannot hear you guys. Let me just check something. Can you say something now? Tess? Okay, thank you. Can people hear the others? I think no. Yeah, you, because you are in the voice channel of the of the Discord, right? But on YouTube cannot hear. Okay, can't hear. Let me just check that out. Sorry guys, this is of course a live show. Okay, say something now again.
Something.
Okay, I think now they can hear you. Okay, now we can keep on talking. So, Brutalness, sorry about this. Could you now tell us again what you just said?
Well, if you look at the Steam statistics, 42% of people use the Vive. Only 0.7% use the Vive Pro.
Okay,
so
because it's too expensive, right?
Whatever reason, I'm not going to go into statistics there.
Okay.
But from a business point of view, it would be silly for HTC to mass produce an adapter for people that are not going to use it. It's wasting money.
Okay, it makes sense. You're right. If you look at it from this perspective, from the business perspective, yes, nobody buys our product, and it wouldn't make sense to mass produce it. But you know what I'm wondering, Brutalness, why didn't they think of that when they developed the Vive Pro? I mean, they must have had the wireless adapter. I mean, right? That doesn't make sense, right?
Well, I suppose it will be down to the mounting options of the deluxe audio strap, the bass strap, and the Vive Pro strap. They're all somewhat different, so I don't think they could have produced something for everything. So this probably is the best solution, where the people who have bought the Vive are going to be completely pissed if they have to buy the adapter, where you're going to piss off less people if you make the Vive Pro people pay for it.
Okay, that makes sense. So HTC is thinking like, okay, how can we piss off the least people? So they are just going to piss off the pro people who paid so much money.
Yeah, but it's only 0.7%
that's really
of all Steam VR users is the Vive Pro.
And that's
nothing.
I mean that's also for a reason, right, Brutalness? Because it's like because it's so expensive.
They did put it to the consumers, but because people with the money, they'll buy whatever. It's just something shiny. But the main demographic of the Vive Pro has been and always will be VR arcades.
Okay.
So, you know, yes, they produce it for both, but that would be the main target.
Okay, got it. So they don't care about us normal people. So that's why they
if you're an VR arcade and you've got lots of money,
of course they're going to buy it. Of course.
The adapter is not going, an extra what? 20, 30, 40, whatever dollars ain't going to matter to you. Where if you're just a base user and you just want to buy the kit, done.
You're right. Okay, so it seems like really they don't give a crap about normal users like you and me. They only have those business users in mind who don't care about like paying another £50 probably for that attached kit, right?
That's why. Well, how many people who are VR enthusiasts actually have a Vive Pro?
I have one, but only to review it.
Yeah, but the normal person who uses VR probably hasn't gone out and bought that.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
They normally will go and buy the base of Vive or the Oculus.
You're right. That's true.
I mean, not even Windows Mixed Reality is that popular on Steam.
Yeah.
I want to butt in here just a little bit, just to try and recap for the people like coming in now. Sebastian, what's the status with the wireless adapter now?
Hello, this was Cornelius. Cornelius, would you say hello? Would you introduce yourself for a moment?
Hello, I'm Cornelius, and I currently just have a HTC Vive, but I'm a big Vive enthusiast and like watching the show a lot.
Okay, thank you, Cornelius. Cornelius, where are you from?
I'm from the United States,
awesome.
South Carolina.
Where exactly from the United States?
In South Carolina, so the East Coast.
Okay, nice. What was your question?
Just a quick recap, like, because I've been listening since you've been talking with Brutalness, but I wasn't here to actually hear what's new with the wireless adapter.
Oh, okay.
So
The thing is, if you have the new thing is if you have a Vive Pro, which is, as you know, quite expensive, then if you want to use the wireless adapter, which is probably going to be very expensive in the first place, then you need to buy another attach kit just to be able to attach the wireless adapter to your Vive Pro.
And so it's only compatible with the Pro?
No, it is compatible with the Vive, with the original Vive, and also the original Vive with the deluxe audio strap. But if you have the Vive Pro, then you need to purchase another attachment kit just to be able to attach it onto your Vive Pro.
Yeah, that was making for why that makes sense from a business point of view. Is if you look at the Steam statistics, only 0.7% of VR users use the Vive Pro.
Yeah, the Vive Pro isn't that big, but so do you have to buy the additional adapter for the wireless adapter if it's with the Vive? Or
no, with the Vive, if you want to buy the wireless adapter, you don't need to buy the attach kit because it automatically it's already working with your Vive as is.
Oh, that's not too bad then, because most people don't have the Vive Pro.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's also the point that Brutalness made. He said like it's okay because only 0.7% of all the people on Steam use the Vive Pro, so it's fine. But I still think it is like a bad move for everybody who already shelled out like $800 for the Vive Pro, which is very expensive. Yeah. And on top of that, now you even need to pay another who knows how much just to get the wireless kit working, which is probably another $500. So I just think it doesn't make sense. In my point of view, I think what kind of development is that? What kind of like flawed development process is it that they don't think about attaching the wireless kit to your Vive Pro in the first place without having to use some kind of attachment kit? Do you think that sucks?
This is the new power bank that's already on the HTC website, the $80.
Yeah, this is another thing. You will they say Vive says. HTC says you should only use that power bank, but actually it's just a very normal power bank. So there's nothing special about it, and you could get a similar power bank from Anker for like $40. So
yeah, I think that's silly then that you need to buy an adapter just to use the adapter for the Vive Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
They should find some way to make the wireless adapter work with the Pro as it is now.
I think of course, but now it's late already. The thing is, the Vive wireless adapter, you will need to buy another thing if you have the Vive Pro, and well, in my opinion, it is simply bad development first of all, and then it's just a money grab again. They don't care. They don't care. They don't really think about us enthusiasts who probably don't have lots of money. They just think, okay, those people who already paid so much for the Vive Pro, you know what? Let's extract some more money out of them, because that's really the only way how we can make money. Because nobody is using the Viveport portal, or are you guys using the Viveport portal, or are you using Steam?
I've had the Vive for a couple months now, and I've never used Viveport. I think Steam VR is just a better software.
Yeah, I think we all think so. Anyways, there are a couple of people in the voice chat right now. Would anybody else want to opinionate about this?
Yes. Oh no.
Yes, Sebastian Gray.
Oh no. Okay, me. My opinion.
Where are you from? First of all, hi Sebastian. It's a very nice name that you're having there.
Likewise. I'm from the United Kingdom.
All right. Hello.
Yes. Hello. Yes. Opinion. When it comes to all of this, unfortunately, the main issue I'm seeing is that when it comes to the advertising, it's been come across as more of like as if it's the new next best thing for all consumers, pleasure or business, and people mistake that like it is advertised. I hope advertised for business, because these prices, my God.
This what?
These prices are just horrific.
Yeah, the prices, right? Yeah, horrific. Yeah, horrific. Exactly. It's ridiculous. And especially you guys from the UK, you are bleeding, right? I mean, it's like so expensive. I mean,
As it is. As it is.
right? I mean, like I think like in Germany, I have to pay like 870 euros, but in the UK, you gotta pay what 800 pounds?
Yep.
Oh,
All part of the fun.
ouch. That is really, really terrible. I mean, the prices are ridiculous. I mean, they said, like, hey, this is only for prosumers stuff, but I mean, who are they kidding, right? They really think we're stupid. Why would they bundle their Vive port game subscription with it if they would only go for those prosumers? It doesn't make sense. It's a lie.
It doesn't make sense, but it's telling us a larger story that the actual sales they're actually getting from the consumers, from the entire Vive community, is that people are actually buying. Although Brutalness did say that there is a very minimal actual purchase within the Pro,
Yeah.
but it still shows that people are buying and they're making a profit. So they're acting upon it.
And
That just goes to show we are sheep and we will follow.
and I don't think HTC would be trying to cater towards the more business market if the business market wasn't more profitable than when they were targeting the consumer base.
Yeah.
So there has to be a reason why HTC is trying to make a pivot away from the previous demographic of just gamers towards like more business oriented places.
Yeah, probably it's because nobody's using their Vive portal, right? If the consumers, if we would all be using the Vive port, then they could probably totally stick to us as their main target audience, right? Because then they would make money out of the software sales, just like Oculus is doing, or Valve, right? But like it is now, their only play right now to stay alive is to make money, to make a shitload of money from their hardware sales. And then they came to the conclusion, let's try to focus on those arcades, on those business users, and let's just put ridiculous price tags onto our devices. So yeah, I think that's their play right now.
There has also been a lot more competition coming in for consumer VR, I suppose, products. Like there's a lot more companies entering, especially like with the Windows mixed reality. So maybe Vive or HTC just doesn't think they want to compete in that market anymore.
Could be.
And they just let the other companies do it, and then they try to capitalize on the business models.
That's right. Could
It
be.
just doesn't make sense to me with HTC giving up their phone market share and then just only targeting VR and then only targeting VR arcades.
It's really strange. It's really strange. And we have another guest here. It's SweViver. SweViver.
Hey guys.
Martin, so good to hear you. I mean, I think all of the community has been waiting to hear for you, man. How are you doing?
Thanks, man. I'm good. Can you hear me now, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think everyone
Okay,
hears you.
I hope so. I'm just using a cheap headset here right now at work. So.
Okay, good. Oh, you're coming from work to the show, man. Awesome. So nice to have you here. So, yeah, man, we all have been waiting for the SweViver to reappear on the YouTube interwebs. So, I know that you are completely focusing now on the Pimax 8K testing, right?
Yes.
Yes, man.
Yes,
I know.
boy.
I know, man. You are like, since I'm also an M1 tester, I can tell everyone here, Martin is like going crazy on the device, like so intense testing. And once the device is out there and it's great, you can really thank Martin a lot for it.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, guys, you can say it that way. I mean, we all do a lot of work on the testings, all of the testers.
Really?
I have personally been concentrating a lot about the compatibility between the headset and games and apps and everything. I think it's quite important that we get a device that we can actually use in practically every single VR experience and game. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of progress, and a lot of things have been fixed. I cannot go into any details, of course, but I think we're getting we're progressing a lot, and in terms of compatibility, I can tell you that we're making big steps. So don't worry about that too much.
That's nice. I think
That's all I can say.
That's awesome. I think all the Pimax backers will now feel a bit better at least.
Yeah, but I mean, it's quite important. Even though I mean, people are worrying about the lenses, people are worrying about the panels and everything. I mean, there's been so much confusion and the leaks and everything. But in the end, I mean, the headset is not going to be released until it's ready to be released. And when it's ready to be released, the only concern we got is that it's actually compatible or working with all the games that we want to play, because this is how we buy this headset, not only for doing testings how it works, we also want to enjoy this headset.
You're right.
So yeah, so this is why I mean, almost 400 games tested now continuously.
My goodness, man, Martin, it's like I don't have all these games, man. This is crazy. You bought them all or what? I mean, like, of course, obviously I'm testing like the most used ones, right? The games that most people use, but you have tested like hundreds of games. Did you buy them for the tests or did you have them?
Well, I can tell you that, I mean, I've been doing this YouTube for almost 2 years now, and I've been getting keys from developers here and there.
Sure.
But I can still say that I have missed a lot of games that I actually did not ask for a key. I was not interested in playing them, even those games. For example, a game like Raw Data, and so I actually got it from one of my from my audience, one of the guys, and then I think I have purchased maybe like 35 games now up on this testing, just to try them out.
That's
nice. Some
of
the games cost like $30.
Yes,
So,
I know it's expensive, right? Being a M1 tester.
Yeah.
But dear audience, if you want to send me a key, I will be free. I'll be very happy to receive a key. And dear game developers, if you want me to check out your game with the Pimax 8K, probably you can also send a key my ways.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right?
And remember, once you go into the flight simulators and stuff, then it starts to get really, really expensive. I think I spent like $350 on the digital combat simulator now. It's like getting ridiculous now. I could get a headset for this money.
I know, man. You know what? I just purchased Explain just to test it with the. I purchased it just to test it with the Pimax 8K, right? So I know it's and we're not getting reimbursed from Pimax, nothing, right? It's all on us.
No. Yeah, sure, but I think you're gonna enjoy it if you go into. I mean, if you dig deep into the flight simulators and racing simulators, I think you're gonna enjoy them a lot. So
I will.
It's worth the money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really very much looking forward to it. Anyways, Martin, it's great to have you here because we're now talking about the Vive wireless adapter. Could you please tell the audience your thoughts on the Vive wireless adapter?
To be honest, I'm not so updated about the Vive Pro wireless adapter because I haven't been too much interested in it, mainly because I don't own the Vive Pro either. And what I can tell you now is that, I mean, the wireless VR is the future. I think it's the best. It's one of the biggest steps VR has taken since it was launched 2 years ago. Right. This is why I've been spamming about the TP Cast, because I really think it's a great device. It's far from perfect, but it really is a great device.
It is.
I do want to interrupt if that's okay.
No, of course.
Sure.
I completely agree that wireless has to come sooner, because it's like, about a month and a half ago, my son was upset, and so I had to go see him, and I tripped over my Vive cable and broke my Vive.
No. Yeah. Hopefully, you kind of punished your boy.
I cannot be sorted before.
Okay.
Well,
sorry to hear that, man.
Life. Sorry. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay.
I almost actually dropped. I was so close to drop my Pimax 8K the other day. It was laying on the table, and I just went by and I took the cable with my foot, and it almost fell. But I had like Spider-Man reflexes for a second, and then I grabbed it in the air.
Good.
You have to.
So it's not only uncomfortable, but it's also very dangerous with that cable. So yeah.
Totally agreed. And the thing is, really, I mean, you're still tethered, and somehow in the back of your brain you're still minding the cable, right? So you cannot fully get into VR because you always think like, okay, I have turned now 3 times, probably now for the next right turn I should turn right several times. So Martin, tell us, tell people who have not yet used wireless VR how good it is in your opinion.
First off, I think if you're playing with the cables, you're actually going to get used to it to the point where you actually doesn't even think about the cable. You're going to get used to how many turns you do to the right, and then you're going to automatically turn back to the left just without even thinking about it. It's going to be like an unconscious thing you do. Okay? So this is the first step. You get used to the cables. Then when you get the wireless device, you're going to be like, oh, well, this is cool. You're going to have it in the adapter and the battery at the back of you or in a pocket. And it's going to be like, yeah, this is cool. I can turn around and so. And then after a few weeks, you start to lose that unconsciousness about, you know, how many times you turn around. You're going to start to lose everything you have learned already by playing with the cable. And then if you go back to the cable, then it's going to be like impossible. And that's the big difference. You don't realize how much freedom you get without the cable until you go back to the cable.
Yeah, that's always the thing, right? It's like you get used to one technology, and then you go to the next better one, and you think, yeah, it's okay. And then again, you get super used to it, and just then when you go back, then you see, and then you think like, what? How could I ever just watch 1080p TV, right? After you come from that 4K TV.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I fully agree. So I would say, I mean, going from corded VR, it's not like going from 1080p to 4K. It's not gonna be a wow thing. It's gonna be like, oh, cool. But once you get used to it, once you start to actually move freely in your world, because in the beginning, when you start off with wireless VR, you're still gonna be like pretend or something like you are attached to that cable. You're still not going to move freely.
Yes, you're right.
After a while, you get used to move around. You're going to move around. You're going to hit into the furnitures and stuff in the beginning. You're not going to. But once you start to realize how much space you really get to move around, and once you play a game where you're actually sneaking on your knees and you're almost laying down on the floor, then you're going to start to realize, wow, this was probably impossible doing it with a cable. There is a game like Unnightly, I think it's called Unnightly. It's like a stealth game, very similar to Thief.
Yes.
You know, in that game, I was practically laying flat on the floor a few times and just turning around. I was like playing like a ninja, you know. And I was totally sweaty. I was totally, exhausted after that. But then when I watched the video afterwards, when I edited it, it was like, wow, this is really the wireless virtual reality really made this possible. It would be impossible to make those maneuvers otherwise.
Yeah, so, I tried being super hot and got tangled up, and it was a big old mess. It was not good.
Especially in the seats.
Oh, sorry guys.
Somebody's phone is ringing.
Yeah, it's just my working phone here. Sorry guys.
Oh yeah, just don't take it.
I wanted to ask, have you had any experience with latency issues or any negatives like with connection with wireless VR? Because that's my biggest concern.
Yeah. So I must be totally clear. I made a video on it on the TP Cast, and I must say that the original software, at least for the Oculus Rift version, is not really up to things. It's not so great. Unfortunately, with the Rift version of the TP Cast, you need to purchase a third-party software and install it on the TP Cast to make it really awesome. So with the original software, unfortunately, there's some lag and sometimes there are some problems with it. But once you put on the open TP Cast software, I think it costs like, I don't know, $15 or something, then it works really flawlessly. It's incredible. It's just like as if you would have plugged in the cable. And it's really awesome. And I must totally agree to what SweViver said. It's such a freedom. It's just such a great feeling to play wirelessly. It's a huge leap. Yeah, it's a small step for man, but it's a huge leap for VR. So
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree.
yeah, so it's
still an issue now. Do you still need the third-party software, or has TPcast fixed that?
Say again,
They
Cornelius?
are-
Do you still need to download the third-party software, or has TPcast fixed that on their
Unfortunately,
own software?
TPcast did not fix it, right? SweViver?
Well, they claim to have done that. They claim they have fixed stuff. They also claim they have fixed the microphone by updating the firmware, doing the same procedure that you need to do to go with OpenTPcast. You have to open up the battery unit. You have to reflash the memory card, but still the OpenTPcast software is much easier to use. You don't need to start it off. It's just like you have it in the background as a service. It's going to connect automatically once you put in the battery. And so there's no point using the default software, not if you can spare $25 on that OpenTPcast.
But Cornelius,
that's
Cornelius,
my opinion.
Cornelius, you have a Vive, right?
Yes, I do.
So for the Vive, it's different. It seems like for the Vive, the original TPcast software is good enough, right, Martin?
It is good enough. It is good enough. It's just not that convenient. And actually,
Yeah, actually, what? Hello, Martin, still there? I think we have lost the connection.
Yeah.
oh, wait a second.
I still hear you.
Now you're back. Okay.
I'm here? Okay.
Yes.
No, I was about to tell you that even when using the Vive version, there is some people are saying that the latency is a little bit better with the OpenTPcast,
Okay.
or well, smaller latency, whatever you call it, and also that some people have had some tracking issues using the default software, and if you switch to the OpenTPcast, you get rid of them. And also, I think personally that the OpenTPcast software is just more convenient. Install it, put it as a service, and then you never need to think about it even. It just
Agreed.
reconnects your unit automatically when you put the battery in. So
It's cool. It is really, really good. And
it's
I must
really
say,
well worth the $25, I think.
it is. And also, I must say, I think it's even worth the $300 for the TPcast, right? What do you think,
Yeah.
Martin?
Do you mean if it's totally worth to buy the TPcast and the OpenTPcast, or no?
No, just talking about the TPcast in general now.
Well,
it-
I would say, as I said, I don't know anything about the Vive unit coming out, and I assume it's going to work with the original as well, right?
Yeah, it's going to work with the original Vive and it's going to work with the Vive Pro. But
Yeah.
if you have the Vive Pro, you will need to buy another attach kit in order to make it to be able to attach the wireless adapter to the Vive Pro, which originally already
Yeah.
was so expensive. So it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, that's kind of the same thing like buying the TPcast and then you need to buy the OpenTPcast
Yeah, you're right.
extra
Exactly.
software.
It's a bit similar,
So-
yes.
Is
And
the
also-
TPcast compatible with the Pimax?
No.
That's a good
no.
question.
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think any wireless device, because it's a totally different resolution.
But
And you have
but actually
different cable attached.
Yeah, but actually Pimax is going to deliver their own wireless adapter for the Pimax
Yeah,
8K.
sure.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. And yeah,
it's good.
it's awesome.
All the backers of the Pimax 8K also got we get the $100. What is it?
Coupon.
It's like $100 off from like a discount from the upcoming wireless device. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they're promising it at least. So let's hope they're going to deliver it also.
Yeah.
Brief question.
Definitely waiting to buy the Pimax before I buy anything else.
With the Pimax, do the current Vive trackers support it? Like, can you use the Vive trackers with the Pimax? Have you tested that? Or you're not allowed to provide information?
I have tested that, and I cannot tell you how it works. That's all I can
Work in
say.
progress. Work in progress.
The
Wait,
thing
wait.
is that
You cannot say that it works, or you cannot say that it doesn't work.
Well, I would say that.
You
well,
cannot
think
say that
about
it works, right?
Can you say that
Pimax
it works
8K.
and not specify if it works well?
Well, it depends. Okay, I cannot tell you more than.
Damn!
Pimax 8K
We're getting in Hell's Kitchen here.
Yeah, the Pimax 8K is using the same tracker system as the HTC Vive, okay? So we are connecting the two controllers to the headset. That's obvious already. And then any other device that you are connecting to the Lighthouse setup, you're going to do that with the external USB dongles, just like you do with the trackers. So it really doesn't matter probably what headset you're using, as long as the headset is comparable. What do you say? How do you say that? With the Steam VR lighthouses.
Compatible.
Yeah. Compatible. It's the trackers are gonna work as well, of course. So it's kind of like maybe it answers your question.
Yeah.
I think so. That was good. Yeah, so wireless is really a big step forward, and I can just say that SweViver and me, we love it. We love the shit out of it, but it really depends also on the pricing, right? I mean, $300 is already a bit expensive, but it's worth it. I think both SweViver and me believe it's worth it. So let's see how expensive the HTC thing is going to be.
We shall see.
We shall see, exactly. Hopefully.
I would say.
Yeah, what do you guys?
I'm very surprised that it was only $300. Okay, I mean in Europe, I think we could assume it's going to cost about €400 or something after the taxes and everything. But
no, I mean the TP Cast is $300. We don't know how expensive the Vive wireless adapter is going to be.
But someone said, I think Tyrell Wood, the YouTuber Tyrell Wood, mentioned about $299 for the Vive. Yeah, I saw a video yesterday.
Really?
That's exactly how much a TP Cast is. So if they're just
that would be actually not bad, right?
No, because I was actually expecting something like $500.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Wow, this would be like half decent. What's going on?
Wait a second. I'm just gonna check Twitter because I saw something on Twitter yesterday.
Please let us know. Wow, that's the beauty of these live shows. You never know what happens. Suddenly you hear that HTC is going to have a half decent price.
Okay, so here I have the Tyrell Wood, the very cool I've been recommended. He has a YouTube channel just like we do, and he says yesterday, 23 hours ago, the HTC Vive wireless adapter to be released September 3rd at $299. Here's everything you need to know, and then he links to an old video he made about the unit. So yeah, it seems like it's $299.
Wow, I'm really surprised here. Well, I won't be able to buy it until I buy a desktop computer that can run VR. But $299 wouldn't be too bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I think it's totally affordable for most Vive users.
I think for $299, it is a good purchase. Oh my goodness, what am I saying here?
Yeah,
promoting HTC here. Yeah, I think for $299 I would buy it if I had the original Vive.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Vive Pro, I don't think it's a good deal. If you have to have.
I mean, I don't know how expensive is the attached kit gonna be, but we'll have to wait and see.
But there's another question here also. If you already have the TP Cast and an HTC Vive, is it really worth to switch to the Vive unit or the?
Well, for people with a laptop, no, right? Because I cannot use the Vive wireless adapter.
No.
I don't think that
with the TP Cast, I hear it has double the actual battery life than the actual wireless one coming up. I heard it has like 2-4 hours in it.
Oh,
even though it's 2-3 Vives in a perimeter. I hear the battery life is not that big, despite it being double the capacity.
Oh, really?
That's
so
weird.
yeah, well, I'm very happy with the TP Cast battery time. I never really had to stop because the battery died. Right? It's like really nice, like 4 hours. What would you say, Martin?
I was actually surprised how long it works, especially on the last fourth indicator. You know, when one indicator lamp visible, you know, like it's like 25% left of the battery. I actually started to record once a video, and I realized just before I started to record that the battery was only on 25%, and then I recorded for like more than an hour, and it was still working, and I was like, wow, this was quite surprising. So I don't think you should. I think it's a good battery, especially if you go with the 20,200 milliamp battery, and it's like 4.5 hours. I think that TPcast is going to launch a smaller battery as well soon when they do the TPcast Pro or whatever they're calling it, the head-mounted battery unit. It's going to be smaller, and I don't know if that's a good approach actually.
Right, so just assume hypothetically that someone was in the middle of placing an order right now for the TPcast. Would you say that with the new one coming out, they shouldn't buy the original TPcast?
I would say if you can find the TPcast for a good price, especially here in Sweden, they have sold them a lot of times for around 200 euro package. So if you find it for like 200 euro in Europe, especially, then it's totally worth it. I would rather go for the TPcast now and not wait for the Vive device. Because
the TPcast Pro is probably going to be much more expensive than the original TPcast. And if you have the original Vive, the original TPcast, it works fine, right, Martin?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it works. It just works. That's the thing. As long as you set it up right, as long as you're using that OpenTV, it works. So I don't know what we're really missing out if we use the TPcast instead of the Vive wireless device. I'm not sure if it really is worth an upgrade.
I also don't know. Well, I would love to test it out. So if HTC doesn't hate me, but I think they do, then you can always send me a review unit, and I will totally review it on the channel.
You know, I've actually stopped even asking for it. I'm not asking HTC for anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think I'm their friend anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Since I started to tell the world about the customer service, and guys, let me just tell you something about the Vive customer service. I mean, we talked so positively now, right, about them, about $299. I think that's a good price for the wireless adapter, but you know, the problem with HTC really is the customer service. So you guys knew... Oh,
sorry.
Martin, you have to work again?
No, it's just like an alarm, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, so you guys know that I destroyed my original HTC Vive because I sweat into it, and then they totally didn't want to help me with it, and I had to pay lots of money if I want to have it... if I want to have it fixed, and I was kind of fighting against that. And in the end, because I have a YouTube channel, yes, they totally sent me a new Vive and everything was good again. But the question was for me always like, did HTC somehow learn from this? Did they get better with the customer service? And because I made these videos, like lots of people get in touch with me with their stories about HTC, and they ask me, hey Sebastian, can you somehow help me here in this case? And I always tell them, you know what? Why don't you send some of my HTC customer service videos to them, and tell them that you are in touch with me, and that if they keep on doing like this, I'm going to make another video, and then normally the customer service gets much better. But you know, it's crazy. But the thing is, I recently got another MRTV viewer, another subscriber. He sent me a message. His name is Harry from the UK. Harry, if you're watching this, now is your moment. Because, well, his problem was he had a problem with his deluxe audio strap. So out of the blue, for some reason, his like headphones didn't work anymore. So he got in touch with the customer service, and they said no problem, send it in, just like they always do. They just say no problem, send it in, and then he got an email from them, and that email said, hey, all right, we got your deluxe audio strap. Yeah, we can repair it for you for £135.
For more than a new one?
More than a new one, exactly, more than a new one. Or if you don't want us to repair it, we can send it back to you for £45.
Oh no!
Ouch!
It's like taking it in hostage.
It's exactly the exact same thing that they did with my Vive, right? Because they also told me, okay, you can pay 250 euros, I think, to repair it, or you pay this and this money to get it back. So just the same thing, they do it all over until this moment in time. And dear Harry, if you're watching this, send this video to the HTC guys and tell them I'm going to make just a video for them about your deluxe audio strap. which they got which they took hostage. And I mean, come on, why would Harry pay £135 to repair the damn device if he could buy a new one? And he didn't. He did not destroy it. It's ridiculous, and I think HTC is still doing the exact same thing about customer service. So if you have a problem with your HTC, you're going to be fucked.
The problem with the Vive controllers is that at some point you are going to destroy the controllers, no matter how well you treat them. I have 4 controllers. I have destroyed 2 of them already, and it's just a matter of time. Either the touchpad stops working, either you just hit it once in the wall or something, and it just like breaks in 2 parts, like one of my controllers did. And it's just like impossible to have them working for more than a year maybe. And it should be somehow easier or cheaper to get them repaired in a way, instead of buying another one for €150 or something.
Totally agreed. Totally agreed.
I have that currently, yes.
My controller started having issues almost a week into having the device.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, it was actually because of Sebastian's video that I actually haven't emailed or sent my controllers, because I don't want to run the risk.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good decision, I think.
Yeah, really. They will take it hostage, and then they will only send it back if you pay lots of money. But well, you can kind of like I think repair it yourself, right, Martin?
You can do that. You can open it up. You can try to. You can even actually buy. If you have problems with the touchpad, you can actually buy the Valve. What is it called? The Valve gamepad, right? I don't know what it's called. The gamepad that you can buy on Steam.
Yes, I know. And you can use that touchpad.
Yeah, this is exactly the same.
No kidding.
With the same
really?
rumble, everything. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so there are some guys on Reddit and on YouTube how you do that actually, how you switch the the touchpads. It's some work into it, but I mean, if you just spend the time, you're gonna make it for in like 1-2 hours or so.
Wow, that's crazy. That's very interesting, because it was on sale recently. So yeah, probably you can just do that.
Or you could wait
I'm not
for
sure
the new
how much
Knuckle
it
controllers.
A new Vive controller, $153. So
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy expensive. And
If
guys,
you need like 2 new controllers for your Vive, it's almost cheaper to buy a whole
set.
You know, it's like whole set. Then you can get more light stations and lighthouses and everything.
Exactly. And you know what I also find really, really funny is that the Vive Pro, right, which they said like, wow, they will improve everything, but it comes with exactly the same friggin' controllers, just the only difference is they're blue. Yeah.
They are blue.
Yeah.
They're
That's
blue.
worth the hundreds of dollars. It's blue.
No.
Sounds like a
crazy.
good spend of my money.
I love. Who was it? This was I love nukes. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Well,
Yeah. So that is really, really strange. And we have a new stream boss. It's Arthur Sitchov, and Arthur says, "Hello there. The boss is back." Hi, Arthur. Great that you're in the chat, and thanks so much for your €5 contribution. That is fantastic. All right. Yeah, so also one more thing that I truly cannot understand about the Vive Pro. I mean, we talk too much positive things now about the HTC. We need to bring everybody back. Yeah.
Reality.
No, I mean, like, wow, I paid €879 for the Vive Pro, and it came with exactly the same bad lenses as the original Vive, with all these God rays and stuff. And you know what? Now I did the lens swap, right? Just like Martin did.
You did it.
I did it.
Oh, cool.
I did it. Yes, I did it. And just like you, I have exactly the same results like you. So it's much better than before. So
yeah, totally.
The lenses you put into the Pro are better than the ones actually in the Pro. Or are we talking about the original Vive?
These are the lenses from the Odyssey, right?
no, I'm talking about you can take the lenses of the Samsung Gear VR. You know, Samsung Gear VR, the thing where you put in
Yes.
your Samsung Galaxy handphone. And
I've seen SweViver's video, yes.
yeah, you can use those lenses, put them into the original Vive or the Vive Pro, and the result is it is much better.
Wow.
Have you done the profile as well, the correction profile?
Yes, I had to, because when you don't do it, thing is going to be totally distorted.
Yeah,
You
the
really
profile
downside.
2 was the best for me, I think.
I just tried Profile 3 and it worked beautifully.
But you should try the profile 2 actually.
It's even
because
better.
Most people think it's better than 3.
Okay.
I actually did the profile 3 in my video when I released that video, but after that I changed to switch to profile 2, and it's much less barrel distortion actually.
Yeah.
But maybe it's personal. I don't know. Maybe it's individually different between people. I don't know.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's kind of unbelievable for me that they sell the Vive Pro and say like, hey, this is the best device ever, but then they put exactly the same old Godray lenses that they put into the 2-year-old Vive. Anyways, that's that.
Yeah, how much money are we gonna have to sink into like modding the Vive to
40,
make it good?
like probably like $40. It's not so expensive and it's worth it, believe me. So I didn't use my Gear VR to extract the lenses. I bought the complete kit. You can get it on email, and you can simply get it from eBay. Everything that you need, and I got it from the UK actually. So I got it from the UK over to Germany. Paid like £40, and I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, that's a good solution. Then you don't have to fiddle around with the Gear VR, and you have
Exactly.
everything in one box.
Exactly, that's what I want to say. And guys, I just get another super chat. Thank you so much for the $7. Thank you so much. And I think it came from Cornelius, from you.
Yeah, hi. I'm not the stream boss yet. How much do you have to put in? What the heck?
You know what?
I'm not stream boss.
But isn't there another?
Yeah, you have to put a bit more.
free.
You see, you have to put a bit more in order to get Arthur out of that. I think with another probably $2 you will be the stream boss.
We believe in you, communities.
I'm back in 30 seconds.
Okay, good. We'll wait
Sorry,
for
guys.
you. So nice. I really enjoy these candid talks that I have with you, with the MRTV subscribers. Cornelius, do you like this show so far?
I love this show. I've been
Oh.
trying to catch it live for so long.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, man. $17.51 made you absolutely the stream boss. Thank you
There
so
we go.
much for your support, man. That really is awesome. So,
Thank you for the show.
thank you, man. Thank you. So what part of the show do you like the most?
Honestly, just being like a source of news so that we can know what's going on in the VR community.
Awesome,
It's helpful every day. I love it.
Awesome, perfect. And I'm coming to you every day from Monday to Friday, and then Saturdays we're gonna just have a talk about it. That's perfect. All right, we have some new people here in the talk, and I can see Somnium Space is there. Somnium Space, would you like to say something?
I'd like to say something.
Oh yeah, there's Rob Awesome VR. That's incredible. Rob Awesome VR, what would you like to say?
So with the trackers 2.0, not sure how much track, but HTC really screwed us when they first released those. So I bought a bunch of devices that plug into the USB port on the Vive tracker. I bought the PP gun, the rifle, and then I bought the PP gun pistols. And I was making using Arduino to make my own devices.
Nice.
And so yeah, I have all kinds of fun. Then they come up with the Tracker 2.0. So I get that. The USB port doesn't work anymore.
Oh shit.
And yeah, it is so stupid. And so a bunch of us raised a fit on HTC's support site. And now it's on the roadmap. Originally, they weren't going to even make it work. But now they said it's on their roadmap. So eventually it's going to happen. But so I won't be able to have tracking 2.0 and have the $1,000 in devices that I bought, the
That's
guns
crazy,
and stuff.
man. That's crazy. You
That's-
paid like $1,000 plus in those devices, and now with the 2.0, you can't use them anymore.
Yeah, so HTC is not only screwing the consumers, they're screwing other companies that are making accessories for their system that would sell it. And help it
Somnium
sell.
Space said hello.
So they're screwing everybody. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah, totally agreed. So that really sucks. So, Rob, I believe that you come from the US, according to your better than mine English.
Yeah, I'm in Seattle.
Awesome. 1203
Harry said have some beverage.
Yeah, a lot of great VR companies up here.
Yeah.
Great VR meetup community. Yeah, it's a fantastic place to be for VR.
Perfect, Seattle. And also, like my Kung Fu idol, which is Bruce Lee, he's buried in Seattle.
Yeah, you can go visit his monument.
Yeah.
OODIM said hi live stream chat.
Nice. Okay, cool. Rob, do you have the Vive or the Vive Pro?
1203 Harry
both.
said make VR great again.
I've got the Vive Pro, I've got the Rift, and I just got, thanks to your notice, I got for $150, I got the Lenovo Explorer.
Oh, nice, man. That is so awesome. It's so good to be in the US. I mean, for VR stuff, right? Because, you get everything at such awesome prices.
Absolutely. And so I have both my Rift and my original Vive are on TPcast. And it was a pain in the neck because the TPcast software you'd have to uninstall it and reinstall it if you wanted to switch headsets.
Yeah.
With the open TPcast,
exactly.
You just use one router. You have to have both transmitters. The transmitters are different. Of course, the receivers are different.
Yes.
But all you have to do is hot swap the batteries, and the virtual here automatically figures out what headset, sends it to the right HDMI port, and I'm good to go. So it's really fantastic.
Wow, nice. That is really, really cool. And yeah, so Rob, are you going to buy the upcoming Vive wireless adapter?
I'm going to see what TPcast comes up with. I'd probably rather give them my money than... I've been talking to Tal at TPcast quite a bit about some stuff, and he didn't have an exact date, but he said they were working on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're all waiting for them right now, and I think they have kind of some pressure now to come out with something that will work on the Vive Pro.
So, sorry for interrupting, but may I ask a question?
Of course, and you are Mr. Square Pack.
Yes.
And where do you come from?
I come from the United States. So.
All right, awesome. Where from the United States?
Utah.
Okay, nice. Okay, please go ahead and ask your question.
So, I've been trying to nail down a date for TPcast. Have they said anything on when they're launching TPcast 2.0?
Did I get your question right? You're wondering when is the next TPcast coming out?
Yes.
All right. So we didn't have any official word from TPcast. When is the TPcast Pro coming out? Martin, did you hear anything from TPcast when they would come out?
Well, the last thing I heard about the Pro version was that it was to be this fall, whenever that is, if it's September or something like that. I know the European manager told me that, but that was quite a long time ago he said that, and I also read quite recently that the TPcast is TPcast 2.0 is postponed to next year, I think, Q1 or something like that. I think it was postponed, delayed or whatever you call it. So I would not say it's going to be out until next year. As far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe they have corrected that or something, but
Somnium Space said why I cannot talk.
Somnium Space, I have no idea why you can't talk, but I did not do anything about you.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey man.
Hello there.
Best regards from Germany.
Hi Dennis, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hey there.
I'm fine. I'm actually right now in VR.
Okay.
And joined you over the desktop app.
All right.
And yeah, it's working fine. I don't know how the quality is, but I can hear you very well.
We can hear you very well too. And it seems like
Somnium Space said okay, from now on I will talk like this.
Okay,
this has better voice than me.
Somnium Space is here too as a text to speech. Yeah, Dennis, so you last week we talked on the German show and you were not sure which headset to buy. But now you made the decision and you bought the original Vive and you now get it.
Yes, I do.
How do you like it?
Right now, pretty good. I'm downloaded all the free versions of free games and test games, and it's pretty nice. The quality is pretty good. I don't feel sick or anything like that. I tested out the rooms right now, and in one room they got this. I don't know either the German or the English word. The things you jump on in the air, and so you to put them underneath your feet, and then you can jump even higher. And with the jumping feeling, yeah, and with this jumping feeling, it feels very difficult in the beginning.
Got it.
Is this in VR or in game?
In game.
So a jump pad.
Yeah.
It would be funny if you would have to stick real pogo sticks to your feet in reality.
Oh no!
But probably that would be fun.
It already feels weird in game.
Yeah. Anyways, you love your original Vive, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
And
I think Martin,
Yeah.
Martin, are you still there?
Yeah, sure.
So Dennis is a new Vive user. What would you suggest him to do now? I mean, what kind of things to buy now to make him even more happy?
With the original Vive, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry if I missed a little bit of the.
No, it's just like he just bought his Vive and he's wondering. I mean, I'm wondering for him, what could he buy now to make it even more awesome?
Well, I would first start off with a wireless device like the TPCast. I think that's quite mandatory now.
Yeah, for us because we know it, but it's a bit expensive, right, Dennis? 300 euros.
But I think everything is expensive in the end. If you want to play around.
How about the Vive? How about the Vive lens swap, the GVR lenses?
Yeah, you have to tell me something about that.
Yeah, I would say do it.
I would say do it if you can afford to break something, because of course there is always a risk you break something. If you're not annoyed about the God rays and so with the Vive, I think you can maybe wait a little bit just to
1203 Harry said deluxe audio strap.
Yeah, deluxe audio strap maybe.
The deluxe audio strap is a very good decision. Yeah.
You need the deluxe audio strap. No question about it.
Yeah. I already assumed you have the. I really recommend you get it first of all.
Yeah, deluxe audio strap. That's what we all think you should do.
Okay. Yeah, I bought it with some ear plugs or earphones integrated.
Okay.
The owner before mentioned to put them right in the right place.
Yeah.
So you have your over-ear headphones on, but I know what you mentioned with it feels better, I think, with the deluxe edition.
The problem with the original Vive is it is a bit front heavy if you have the original head strap. But if you use the deluxe audio strap, it's going to be much better positioned on your head, so that is better.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
I can imagine.
Exactly. Anyways, guys, how about we go on to the next topic now? Because we've been talking about HTC for a while now, and I think some people also came here to talk about something else, to hear about some other topics. And the next topic that I would like to talk about is Hellblade. Hellblade, the VR version. And before we do so, I would like to have a look at the announcement trailer of Hellblade. But before I do so, let me ask you guys. Martin, did you play Hellblade?
Well, first of all, the game is, or at least, and I never played the original game, the non-VR version.
You did not?
No, I never did so actually. So I actually requested a key. I requested a key for the VR version. I contacted developers, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. if I don't get it, I will buy it at release anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's gonna be a totally new experience for me. So I have no idea what the game is about. I just saw some videos and it looks cool.
Same with
So
me.
when you already said you will buy it, they have no sense to give it to you in free.
Yeah, but probably they don't
That
know
was a
that.
mistake.
Probably I don't think they are watching the MRTV the show now. Sorry guys that you only see black. This is on purpose because I'm trying to find the trailer. So keep on talking, guys.
You're shy, that's why.
Yeah, I'm shy to look for the trailer. Wait a
But
moment.
about the key, nobody's giving out key just because I'm called SweViver. This is because they want some kind of video of it. And
Hellblade
right
Senua
now, I'm not
Sacrifice
even
will be coming
uploading
to
any
VR on
videos.
HTC
Currently
Vive
not yet.
and Oculus Rift
Guys,
on
so
July
sure,
31st.
Yeah, let's watch the.
Now,
let's
this
watch
isn't just
the
an
announcement
add-on
trailer
or
now.
some
I'm going to
DLC, this is the full
disconnect
Hellblade game as a
audio from
standalone VR experience. And it's completely free if you own or buy Hellblade Senua Sacrifice on Steam. We recommend a minimum of an NVIDIA GTX 1080 graphics card, and in this update we'll tell you how the VR SKU came to be. We received our first VR kits very early on in development when we were creating the vertical slice for Hellblade. The team were curious to see what a cutscene would look like in VR. We all agreed that it was cool to be immersed in the scene, but the motion of the camera made the experience quite nauseating.
Could we preserve film grammar without making you feel ill in VR? Could you pan, tilt, dolly and cut without feeling queasy? And so we tried it out. We tried each one of those camera motions in VR to find what the limits were. And we arrived at a concrete set of rules that seemed to be okay for most people we tried this on in the studio.
By this time we'd created our GDC 2016 scene. We adapted the cutscene using our new set of rules for VR and released a 360 video on Facebook, Oculus and YouTube so that everyone could experience it in VR.
That there is nothing to go back to at all.
It was received really well, so we went ahead and applied these rules to nearly all of the scenes in Hellblade. Some of the scenes work better in 2D for technical or for dramatic reasons.
Another major challenge early on was how do you do free roaming third-person movement in VR, because at the time most games were sticking to first-person teleportation movement, which wouldn't have been Hellblade. So we ruled out first person, we ruled out teleportation and said let's come up with some ideas, and we did. And we prototyped these ideas. And out of a dozen or so prototypes, we came up with one that sort of stuck as interesting. And this was to use Senua as a frame of reference for movement, so you didn't feel too queasy moving forwards and backwards, but then to use head steering to control her turning. Obviously you can't turn your head 360 degrees, so we employed another trick, which was to gently rotate the world back round as you were turning, such that you wouldn't really notice, and that way you had full 360 movement controls.
Encouraged by these experiments, a tiny team continued to solve VR issues alongside the main Hellblade development. Over the months, we found solutions for traversal, puzzles and combat.
But the biggest challenge facing us by far was frame rate, because if we couldn't run at 90 frames a second on a very well-spec PC for VR, this project didn't have a chance to see the light of day. We optimized the art, shaders, characters, landscapes, post-processing effects, anything we could to get us to 90 frames a second, including switching to a forward renderer. And we got there, but it took 2 years of hard effort. But it was worth it, because the optimizations we did to the VR version of Hellblade also benefited the non-VR version, which is why Hellblade looks so good and runs so well on reasonably spec PCs and consoles.
Why did we do this? Well, there was never really a good business case for Hellblade VR. We did it out of curiosity and out of the desire to find out more about VR, and because we thought that the final experience would be something cool for our fans. And that's why we're giving it away for free, so that as many people can experience it as possible.
Oh my god. With Hellblade and with our future games from now on, our philosophy for development has changed. It's more about following your nose, being curious, and really trying to acquire new knowledge and new expertise, because we truly do believe that exploring new paths opens new opportunities to really find innovation and those new experiences. So stay tuned.
Yeah, so this is Hellblade the VR edition coming out soon, and this was like the 4-minute announcement trailer. And let me go back to the audio chat right now, and let me ask into the round what they think about it. So, hi everyone, I'm back here again, and now we're back to the audio chat, and I would like to have your opinions about Hellblade VR, or what are your thoughts about it? Are you looking forward to it, or what? Please let me know now.
Yeah,
I need a new graphic card.
Need a new video card. I'm running on a 1050.
Okay, Mr. Squarepack needs a new graphics card. What about the others?
Me too.
And Dennis,
Me too.
Dennis also, and I love nukes also. So lots of people need new graphics cards to make this work. But yeah, so SweViver, Martin, you're the same like me, right? So we haven't played it in flat.
Nope, never.
I must say, it looks pretty awesome, right? When you look at the trailer, when you look at the video that we just saw, it looks pretty incredible.
Yeah, sure it does.
So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to try this out.
That's what also is making me a little bit nervous about. If it was an Oculus exclusive game, I would probably worry less because they always optimize the games a lot with the Oculus exclusives. But here we have a Steam VR game, and I really hope that they're gonna, well, as they said, they are promising to improve the performance, but we've seen a lot of those efforts. I mean, games like Fallout 4 VR, for example, and then many others like the Forest VR, and they're like, there's not many computers that can actually handle those games completely without a lot of reprojections. So I really hope that they have spent enough time on the performance, because it's really important to really enjoy those games in VR.
Yeah, you're right, definitely. So hopefully it works, but they already say like, okay, you will need one of the top cards, you will need the 1080, and wow, it sounds crazy. Yeah? So you really need to get the best thing that's out there right now. Yeah, but anyways, also something that I liked about this 4-minute video was like, hey, you know what, they were thinking about, should we actually make a VR version of this game? And they came to the conclusion it would not make sense for money-wise. They wouldn't make a lot of money, but they would still go for it just for them to learn something about VR, and they just did it. And yeah, they're giving it out for free right now. So I think that's a pretty smart move, because, well, there is a VR community. I mean, we are here, right? We're watching this right now, and probably we're going to buy the game because of that, right?
So there is right now a free version available?
No, if you buy the 2D game, then you're going to get the VR version for free on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, just like the Payday 2 VR, like the Forest VR and all the other.
Exactly.
And when you just want to have it in VR, it's the same price, or?
Yes, you have to buy the normal 2D game, and then you're going to get the VR game on top of it for free on 31st of July.
Okay. But it seems like a pretty nice game, so I think it's about $60.
It's a fantastic game.
Oh, yeah, cool. Rob has already played it. Rob, tell us a bit more about it.
I didn't finish it. I got... Oops, sorry.
Sorry, no, just keep on.
I didn't finish it, so this is great. And I didn't finish it because there were so many VR games I wanted to play.
Right.
But the graphics are fantastic. The motion capture is spectacular, as everyone knows. But the audio, the voices in your head, is going to be spectacular.
Wow.
If you don't have voices in your head already.
Super. And Proud Dog says in the chat he finished it already. Nice. Proud Dog, how did you like it? And are you looking forward to the VR version though? Please do let us know in the chat. Yeah, cool. So it seems like people who played it in 2D really enjoyed the game. And you know what? I really hope that actually that they will make some extra, some good money with it, because they made the VR version. Like people like me, I didn't even know really about the 2D version so much, but now I'm going to buy it, right?
Yeah.
Can I add something here?
Of course.
He was talking about the technical part, how they should implement the VR support. And he said that when you moving your head or your headset, it's going to move the character's head as well.
Yes.
And you can still run forward, right? With your controllers in free locomotion.
I think so.
You could not look back. What does that mean? You could not obviously look all the way back.
I think they said you cannot do 360 degrees with your head if you don't sit in a swivel chair. So I think that's what they meant, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did. Maybe I was confused.
Yeah.
Because I really hope that they're not limiting the view just because it's a third-person view game.
No idea.
So we can still, turn around freely as we want. So
I think so. Well, I don't know how it actually works in the game. Probably Rob can tell us more. It's just like the normal third-person game, right? Where you see your character just like you would see in Gears of War, for example, right? Or what?
Yeah, you have a 360 view.
Okay.
So you can pan around the character.
Okay,
all right. Then it's perfect. That's the most important thing. I want to be able to still looking at something in the front. I still want to be able to look at the back just to see if there was any opponents coming in or something like that.
Yeah, cool. I think you can. So yeah, so SweViver, you're going to get it very soon, yeah? If they don't send you the key.
If they don't send me, I'm gonna buy it anyway. I mean, it's $30. I have spent $30 on a lot of worse stuff lately, so.
It's only $30?
$30,
yeah.
Yeah, okay then.
Maybe it was €30 or something. Yeah, but it's $35 maybe. At least at Steam, I think you can actually get the game a little bit cheaper, like on Kinguin or some other shop and stuff. But I don't think the difference is huge either. So it's around $30.
Got it. Wow. So actually, I also wrote an email to Ninja Theory, to the developer, and I asked them to probably give me a key for free. And the only thing I got back was like, okay, that user is on holiday, and yeah, that's the automatic thing.
I got the same reply like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Okay. And I got a new super chat. Thank you so much, Brandon. Brandon is really one of the most loyal MRTV subscribers, and actually Daydream District before that. So thank you so much, Brandon, for another contribution, man. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. And Brandon says, I really need to convince my wife to upgrade to PC VR. Yes, I think so too. I mean, with the PSVR, you already get lots of awesome experiences, but there's so much stuff on PC VR. I totally think you should have both. You should have PSVR and you should have at least one PC VR headset to try out all kinds of interesting things. Right, guys?
Thank you. By the way, Brendan, hi Brendan. I would like to say thank you as well, because Brendan is a patron of me as well. And I would like to point out that if you choose, or if you show your wife how the moss looks on the HTC Vive or Oculus Rift, she's going to be totally convinced, because it looks much more clearer and nicer on the PC VR. And I think that's a game that every girl loves. So, yeah.
Moss is really an awesome game. Moss is really awesome. So
and it looks incredible on the 8K.
Nice.
That's all I can say.
So Martin, what would you recommend Brandon to get then? What kind of headset?
I would say for now, I would say go cheap. Go with the Oculus Rift bundle. It's like $400.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I would actually say that if you just want to enjoy some games on your PC in VR, it's less of a hassle. It's cheaper. I would just go with it for now.
Really, but think about the God rays. Think about all the USB ports that are taken. Honestly, I must say I would recommend Brandon now to either go for a cheap Windows Mixed Reality headset, or
sure, of course,
right, or even go for the HTC Vive, the original, because you got the great tracking. You can do the lens mod. Actually, I wouldn't really get the Rift right now.
I would say if you have to choose between the Vive and Rift, I would choose Rift.
Really?
Because
wow.
I've actually changed my mind a couple of times here lately, because it also depends on what you are playing. If you're playing a lot of different games, also including simulators, I think the Rift is the only choice you got right now.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's actually quite impossible to play a lot of the simulators today with the HTC Vive, even on the GTX
Really?
1080 Ti, to get a 90 frames per second. It's quite impossible to get the X-Plane 11 to work as it should work. You can probably not play a digital combat simulator with the frame rate.
But
At least
Martin,
I cannot.
also think like Kerndale says right now. How about upgradability? With the if he goes for the HTC Vive, he can upgrade to the Vive Pro if it gets more cheaper one time, or he could upgrade to the Pimax 8K.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's of course it's more future-proof maybe in terms of lighthouse thing, but then again, I think there's going to be a time where everything switches to the Lighthouse 2.0, and I think, well, I wouldn't spend too much money on the Vive right now, and if you can get the Rift for like $150 less or $200 less, I think I would go with the Rift.
All right, so Martin would go for the Rift, and I would go for the Vive. I think we can agree to disagree on this one point. But anyways,
and I bought the Vive for the price of the Rift, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a good. I mean, that's the best solution, I think.
Yeah.
But Brandon says, anyways, he would probably go for the Odyssey, and I would say, hey, that's a good solution as well, right? I mean, it's like a high resolution. It is easy. You don't have to put the trackers. It's the base stations. It's a good choice, I think.
Definitely. I was not even taking the Odyssey in account because it's available in. It's going to cost a lot of money. But if you have the money, if you have the opportunity to get the Odyssey, it's definitely the best of them all, especially in terms of image quality.
Yeah.
Maybe the tracking is not perfect, but it's actually better than you may think. A lot of the things that you read on Reddit about, wow, the tracking is so bad on the Odyssey. It's not that bad at all.
It's a lie, definitely. It's not true.
If you really play a lot of games where you're shooting a bow and you really try to, put your arms behind you totally, yes, you will get in trouble after a while because your hands are going to, they're not tracked behind you. But apart from that, it's actually working really well, despite being like optical inside-out tracking. It's really well made, and the quality of the Odyssey is like outstanding. It's like better than anything I've seen.
It's really, really good. I totally agree. It looks really, really good. But I must say, after I now updated the lenses on the Vive, I was really surprised how good that looks now.
Yeah, the optics are more important than people may imagine.
Really, right?
Yeah, it's both the optics and the lens correction profiles. Everything is so much more important than just the panels itself, the resolution itself.
Agreed. Really, it's really true. Anyways, now we were talking about Hellblade, so I think in the end about this topic we can say like. It's. I think we're looking forward to try it out, right? And I think it was a smart move from the company to bring us the VR version for free on top of it. And I really hope that lots of people are going to pick it up, so that more companies will come up with the great idea to include the VR version for free. What do you guys agree?
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
definitely.
I have
right.
A question.
Yeah.
About the camera angle, right? Now it's third person. How is that like immersive?
It really is immersive. I don't know if you have tried Lucky's Tale, for example. That's like a platform. Most people would believe that a third-person game like Lucky's Tale is going to look quite. Well, it's not going to be immersive, but when you really step into that little miniature world, you're going to realize that third-person games are just as immersive as any first-person game, even more immersive sometimes, especially when the environment is beautiful.
Yeah, just like think about Moss. I mean, it's also third person, right? You just look at the mouse and you think like, oh, it's so cute. And then you can even interact with the scene as the third person viewer. It's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And then you really get the real scale of the third person perspective. It's like the world. You really get the sense of the world around your character that you're seeing in front of you. And it is VR. The third person games are really made for VR, I think, as well.
I think so too. So yeah, Ian says VR is alive. Yeah, I mean, we certainly think so too. Definitely VR is alive and kicking. And yeah, I think Hellblade VR, I'm looking forward to try it out. Anyways. Oh, IDEC Enterprises didn't finish his point. So IDEC, tell us, what is your point?
Yeah, sorry again, but basically, the reason I don't find it very immersive is because, like, how are you meant to use, like, Vive controllers in that, like, type of camera angle?
Very good question.
That is truly a very good question, and we don't know. I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. I don't know. So
right, you have to tell me later then.
I will tell you. I will tell you after I tried out the game.
If I just look at the trailer, how it looks and performs, I would say that this game is perfect for gamepad usage in VR. Just like
exactly.
Moss, just like not maybe Moss, but like Lucky's Tale or any other. Some of the 3D, I cannot even come up with any of them right now. But there are a couple of good third-person games that really works well with the gamepad.
Yeah. Also, actually, Moss on PSVR, it also runs on the gamepad, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic because you steer the mouse, right, and it's good.
Okay, I had no idea about that. I thought you could.
No, it's a gamepad. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, so looking forward to try out Hellblade. All right, guys, let's make a short break and let's talk about the next topic very soon after I've introduced it to the general public here. So, yeah, the next topic that we're going to talk about is Marvel Powers United VR. So it's a game that is exclusive to the Oculus Rift, and it was kind of hyped by Oculus. We heard lots of things about Marvel Powers United. They were like tweeting about it all the time. They were like giving us the characters that we can play one by one and really trying to build up some hype about the game. But now it's out, and it seems like people are not really happy about the game. I mean, the reviewers from Road to VR and the reviewers from Upload VR, they kind of don't like it. So let's have a look at the review from Road to VR, and they say, let me scroll down to the conclusion, and they say like, oh, they only give it a 5 out of 10 points, and they say Marvel Powers United VR's high production value can't keep secret the game's true identity. Unabashed wave shooting mechanics blend enemies and arcade gameplay that's more about points than fun or skill. If you are hoping that Powers United would make you feel like your favorite superhero, you'll be disappointed that the game offers no story, character development progression, or meaningful exploration of the rich Marvel universe, and instead hinges around collecting outfits, poses, and props. Yeah, so that does not sound very good. Did any of you try the game? Hello?
I personally have not.
Nobody tried it?
Well, I can say no. I never request for me that interested into it. I would say it looks for me. I've never tried it, so I cannot actually. I cannot judge it. But I would say that it looks like a poor attempt from a big company making a game like all inclusive. Like you're trying to put like 15 characters into it, making it like a game for every kid. But it somehow ends up being a wave shooter with some cool graphics. And I'm not sure if people are going to buy it, especially not for $40. So yeah, I'm not convinced until I try it at least.
Yeah, same here. So actually, I was not really excited about this title from the beginning, since normally those movie tie-ins, they kind of suck, right? So I really didn't feel any excitement for this game, even though of course I really enjoy the movies, the Avengers and stuff, but I really didn't feel like trying it out. And especially now after those negative reviews from everyone, yeah, I think not really want to try it out.
I think the only people that really appreciate those games are YouTube, because these games are really for the views,
Okay.
just like the Spider-Man, the experience, it was totally useless. It's ended when it was really starting off, after like 5 minutes. But it was like a big hit for all the YouTubers that make a video of it. So probably someone will at least profit from it. But like, I don't see any value into this game. I don't know. Without a story mode, without anything unique, it's only going to be a wave shooter or something like that.
So far,
with a lot of cool characters, but you're really not really connected to those characters. It's just like it's like a modded. What is that game called? Wanted Killer. I don't know if you tried that game. It's kind of like the same recipe.
Okay.
You're just shooting stuff. It looks cool and it's fun, but yeah, it's not worth $40.
Got it. I mean, sometimes just shooting at stuff is kind of fun, like in Robo Recall, right? Which is incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, yeah, probably it's really awesome to make videos. I mean, lots of people are making videos out of it, and yeah, that's okay. But probably, well, I have to try it out myself, but it's so expensive, and yeah.
But the thing is that you mentioned the Robo Recall. The thing is that 2 years ago, or is it even more than 2 years ago? And back then it was like, wow, this is cool, this looks cool. It's, wave shooters back then was still quite a new thing. So yeah, they could probably charge people $30 or more for a game like Robo Recall. If Robo Recall would have been released today, it wouldn't be that cool as it was when it was released 2 years ago. It's like we've seen that already. We've seen that hundreds of times already. It doesn't matter how cool graphics you put into it, it's still going to be kind of the same game anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But I think even now, Robo Recall, I still enjoy it. I mean, probably now I even enjoy it more with some new technology.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's a cool game. It looks cool. It still has very nice graphics compared to many new games. And yeah, it's just an easy game to jump into.
Exactly.
But I don't know, maybe this is a personal thing, but I have never been into Marvel. I have never been into superhero characters. I prefer to play as a kind of like a non-identified random guy just shooting robots. It just feels more genuine than, playing like a Spider-Man or some kind of, all those characters. I can't even count up all the characters from the Marvel movies. I'm so, I don't know, distance from that. Maybe I'm just too old for it, maybe, but that's just my opinion.
Got it. But Fugazi says something very interesting in the chat. He says, like, Oculus will sell more Rift headsets just by having Marvel on the box. Probably that's a good point, right?
Yeah, sure. They will probably.
Yeah, because some people think, wow, it can finally be, I don't know, Wolverine or what, and then...
Yeah, become Spider-Man in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably for people who have never ever tried VR and who are going to try this for the first time, probably they're going to love the shit out of it because they don't know how good other games are, right?
Yeah, that's probably it. I mean,
could be. Who knows? Yeah. Anyways, so not too excited about Marvel Powers United.
Well, I would say we cannot be truly excited about it because we're quite used to everything. But in the end, it's a good attempt. It's a good attempt that big companies are actually spending money on creating new VR titles because everything they do will actually make VR to grow. That's a good effort, at least, I think.
Yeah, it's a good effort. Yeah, and like 1203 Harry says, I think an extra interest in VR is great. Of course, always it's fantastic. And 1203 Harry also says a bigger audience is more sales, more interest, and better VR.
Exactly.
And yeah, so Martin, now that I have you here, I would like to ask you, what do you think about those news recently that said like, oh, the VR sales are going down? Is VR dying? What do you think about this?
I think this is just propaganda. It's like we've always got those articles like 2-3 times every year, at least the past 2 years. There has been always some articles saying that VR is going to die. It's just like an hype overhyped thing, and we don't get those games, and then suddenly we get like Fallout 4 VR and Skyrim VR and everything. Everyone is suddenly totally hyped about VR again, and it's like, wow, this actually works better than expected. And now we are in some kind of time frame when nothing is happening, no big games are released, well, except Hellblade then. And it's summertime, people are outside, I mean, in Europe, 35, 40 degrees out, people are outside actually. People cannot even play in VR right now because it's just too hot, too sweaty. So of course everything is going downwards. People are not even spending the money on VR. They're like traveling outside into other countries. But I think at some point the fall is going to come, like September, October, and people are going to stay at home. They're going to start investing in new hardware, and this is just a bad period for everything right now.
I totally agree. I think it's summertime, and really now we are in some very special time frame, right? The first generation is like 2 years old, and new people who want to come in, they probably think, hey, you know what, I'm not going to get a 2-year-old device. I'm waiting for the next generation. And that's why probably people are not buying things right now.
Yeah. And also there's a big confusion right now because we got the Vive Pro, obviously too expensive. So a lot of people cannot afford it. And then we have the Pimax 8K waiting, and people don't know about much of it yet, if it's going to be a success or not.
Yes.
And then we don't know anything about that Santa Cruz device. And then suddenly the Vive Pro devices, I don't know if you have, but you cannot even buy them anymore. It's like in Sweden, they were totally out of stock. The original HTC Vive, right?
Yeah.
So it's no wonder everything is halted, that the sales are going down, because people don't know if it's worth to invest into those headsets now. And even if they want to buy the Vive, the original Vive, it's almost impossible. You have to buy it like secondhand.
I know, it's kind of crazy. It's really kind of crazy.
And I think that's actually intentionally made by HTC just to get more sales on the Vive Pro.
Of course, it's scarcity. It's scarcity.
Yeah.
They just make it scarce, so then it's perceived like more worth, and then probably they will try to sell more. Anyways,
I think that people actually realize that you can get, here in Sweden at least, and the HTC Vive bundle, the original HTC Vive, for the same price that you pay for the HTC Vive Pro bundle.
Yeah.
You understand me? I mean, you could get, for basically the same money, you get an extra headset, the last generation of HTC Vive, original one, for free. So that's why they actually suddenly just halted everything. They, took back all the, the existing Vive original bundles, and suddenly nothing is available. So you're like forced to buy the HTC Vive Pro bundle now instead.
Yeah, this is crazy. The same in Germany. Same here.
It's business. It's business. They're not out of stock on it. It's just business. They're just holding it back right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is truly crazy. Anyways, it's going to be interesting to see where the market goes once the Pimax 8K is out, right?
I don't think the Pimax 8K is going to change the market so much, not the first month at least, because once it gets released, there are like 5,000 backers that still are going to be the first one getting it. And then we don't know yet how fast they can start to produce all the retail units for the pre-orders. So maybe it's going to be this year, maybe it's going to be next year. I don't know. We have no...
We don't know.
So... yeah, it all depends. Once the Pimax 8K final units starts to hit Amazon and the web store or where they're going to sell it, then we can start to speculate if it's going to be the next generation or not. We'll see about it. It's hard to say right now.
It is truly hard to say. It is truly hard to say, and we'll keep on. I mean, Martin, you and me and the others, we're going to keep on testing everything that they throw at us, right? So, and then hopefully soon, the backers will also have it in their hands.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, I've been doing some testing as well, some more interesting testing. I just tested out the adult entertainment with the Pimax 8K. Have you done this as well already?
What was it called? Did it what?
Adult entertainment.
Vol Entertainment.
Adult entertainment.
Oh, yes.
Have
Tried
you-
that many times.
I mean, have you also tried it with the Pimax-8K?
Yes, I tried both movies, 180-degree movies, one game that I actually
very good.
purchased a while ago, just for curious reasons, or
Me
just
too,
for science,
me
you
too.
know.
I mean, obviously that is all only because we are professional testers, right? And just in the name of science, we tried out that stuff.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Sebastian, you are totally into it.
Oh, Dennis, you came from the background now.
I wouldn't say I'm totally into it because I've never been much into it, but I can. Quite amazing what they have.
Dennis, don't pretend you don't like it.
No, I'm not telling you that. I can actually appreciate it, but I can tell you that what they have done with those simple 180 degrees movies in 3D.
Yeah.
When you get the clarity, the sharp picture.
That is pretty interesting.
I'm not talking about those cheap Pornhub stuff you can get for free. You know, if you start to actually pay for this stuff.
If you really invest some money in it.
Yeah. You really get stuff that really is quality, and then you get quite mind blown. I'm telling that to all the people I know. It's like, this is mind blowing, and every time I show them this, they get mind blown as well.
Not only mind blowing.
They get harder, yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I must say, like, what is pretty fascinating when you have this 180 degrees. Adult entertainment videos, and now suddenly you can see the whole scene without like having to shake your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
how is it? Is it in first person, or do you have to see a large?
No. It's in first person.
It's first person. Often it's first person. Yeah.
I mean, why do you ask? I mean.
I wanted to bring this theme closer to me when I bought the Daydream. So
yeah, that's the thing, right? You can't really do that with the Daydream.
Yeah, I think when you buy the Oculus Go, that could be a device to totally use everything out of it.
Yeah, the Oculus Go is definitely a very, very good device for watching adult entertainment. I heard.
Yeah, especially because a lot of the adult entertainment do not give you any room scale tracking anyway. It's like it's 360 degrees or not positional.
Yeah.
So, and with the clarity of those screens you get with the Oculus Go, I think it's a very good device to.
Yeah, and it's not very expensive. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah.
It's cheap. Good.
And to be honest, I got to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Please be honest, Martin.
For adult entertainment, you don't need 180 or 200 degrees field of view. It works with 100 degrees as well. I mean, it's still the immersion you get from just being there. You know, it's yeah.
I know. But I must say, I was positively surprised by being able to see the whole scene without having to look left and right.
Yeah, but that also actually adds some problems because I don't know what software you're using. If you have a 180-degree movie only, it's not 360 degrees, and then you have the headset, which is, well, I cannot tell you the exact field of view, but it's a wide field of view, right? Then as soon as you're moving your head just like 30, 40 degrees, then you're suddenly out of bounds in the edges, right? So you probably going to see like a black picture outside of the movie.
Because your field of view is so big.
Yeah, so it kind of gets you out of the immersion a little bit, unless you in video.
Got it. So if you use the Oculus Go, you only see so much, right? And then if you turn, it's still going to be the same thing that you see.
It's gonna give you like a but I mean.
So then you must try out the 360 adult entertainment instead.
Yeah, I think that I need to try that because I tried some of it, but it was never the same resolution. entertainment that I saw with
Got it.
the one.
So I suppose that is truly a first world problem, right? If you use your Pimax 8K to watch adult entertainment, that the field of view is too big when you watch adult entertainment that you're going to get out of the immersion once you look 30 degrees to the left.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't need to move your head anymore, and that kind of destroys a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, probably seldomly you would like really want to move your head in that moment.
Yeah, but have you ever had a woman like coming close to you and whispering you something in your ear during that scene? That's quite an awkward feeling, you know. And
well, why is it an awkward feeling?
Your head. It's kind of like it feels very intimate, you know.
Yeah. So are you like in that moment? Are you like turning your head to put your ear closer to the lady?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm so immersed in that.
Sebastian,
you know?
Yes.
What's that feeling when you know that this whole conversation is saved into YouTube?
That is a total fine feeling for me, because we're only discussing it because it is our job now to test the device. It's only for scientific reasons.
Ah, okay.
And also we need to be honest that most of the people on the whole universe or planet are watching, have at least once tried it or watched some kind of adult movie, and so there's nothing to be of. And
well, I'm not ashamed of it. I mean,
no,
it's like it's only for professional use. No, I'm kidding. So the thing is, like, SweViver and me are very authentic guys, right? So we are just like how we are.
I'm just joking. It's totally fine.
I know, of course. I'm just letting you know that we're not ashamed for things that we do.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, there are so many girls actually watching and movies like that as well. So yeah, it's not only a male thing, like old 50-year-old guy watching adult movies. It's not about
just
it.
Just a 40-year-old guy.
There's a bigger role. No, I mean, there's people in all ages and all genders consuming it.
Yeah, of course. It is totally normal. I really believe that 99.9% of all the people who ever buy a VR headset have tried it if they are male. I think there's no question about it. And probably you have watched my video when I went to Barcelona and when I went to the VR porn set, when I joined the VR porn set, and then I spoke. It's a very good video, by the way. Everybody should watch it. It's a very good video.
Oh, definitely, it's a great video.
It's a great video, right? So and then I spoke with the boss of the studio, right? I spoke with the boss of the studio.
12:03 Harry said 5 hours. Sebastian.
Yes. And then so I spoke with the guy, and he told me some super interesting things about statistics. And the usage statistics said that on the 26th of December they had their spike in usage. So it means like, okay, so they got the VR headset for Christmas, and then they had to wait one more day until all the relatives went home. Yeah, and then when they finally were alone on the 26th of December, they finally tried porn.
Yeah.
And I think that is totally funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's exactly. So
I haven't watched it.
You should watch it. I have the English version, I have the German version. It is pretty awesome. Simply look for a day on the VR porn set on YouTube, and you're going to find my video. It's a very, very good video. And then IDEC Enterprise asked me, which adult entertainment program do you use, Sebastian? Well, I use a program called, just for scientific purposes, I use a program called Skybox to watch any kind of videos.
I actually watched the simple VR player for most of the movie content.
But you have to download them first, didn't you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course. You download a video and then you're going to watch it with Skybox or with any other viewer.
Without making any commercial or advertisement here, I would actually recommend one called Real VR Porn or whatever it's called. It's kind of one of the most known ones.
Oh, really? Okay, good. I don't know. I haven't tried. The only thing that I tried was Bedoink VR. It's the one that I went to Barcelona on the set, and that one is quite appealing.
The one I'm talking about is the virtual. That's the one. I'm almost 100% sure that's the one. It's not for free. It's like a monthly payment, but you get access to tons and tons of content. It's high quality as well. It's really high quality stuff.
Yeah, of course. That's really good. High quality. And Proud Dog says we got the behind the scenes as Patreon. Exactly. So yeah, if you are a Patreon of this channel, then definitely you will find out more. Also, I would suggest everybody to become a patron of SweViver as well. We really we really love to do this, what we're doing here. Anyways, okay, we've already been talking for 2 hours now, and I don't want to make this another 3-hour stream. Also, it's already 1 a.m. here in Germany, so I would like to slowly come to an end here. So I would ask anybody in the audio chat who still would like to say something, like probably goodbye. Now is the good time to do it.
Okay, can you answer a question?
Of course.
Okay,
Sure.
so so when you use a VR headset for a long time, are there any like long-term side effects instead of just like temporary ones?
Well, you will start to look like me and SweViver.
I would say there's one thing.
Yeah,
and
what
that's
is it?
addiction. It's
Addiction,
addiction.
yes.
You get addicted to it. That's the only problem.
I think so. I mean, there haven't really been like long time studies for how it will actually affect you, because the stuff is only around since 2 years for the consumers. So I personally haven't found any side effects other than just like SweViver said, like probably addiction. Yeah, it's like, and also another very strong side effect that I personally have. I really can't go back to 2D games.
No, that's the big thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
They lose They lose the whole purpose. The whole immersion is gone. Like impossible to get immersed in a monitor game for me.
Yeah, exactly. So it's tough to go back to 2D games. Does that somehow answer your question? I love nukes.
Also, there's a Windows Mixed Reality sale on Best Buy.
All right, how much is it?
So the Lenovo Explorer with controllers is $289 from the $408.
Okay.
The HP Windows Mixed Reality is $199 with controllers as well, which is really nice.
But that one is not good enough.
Oh well, but if it's the cheapest one, and also this Odyssey, it's $399.
Exactly. So, the best one of them is the Odyssey, definitely for $399, but probably that might be a bit too expensive. So I would really, really recommend you to get the Lenovo Explorer. You can even get it a bit cheaper on Amazon.com and probably have a look at eBay too. But the Lenovo Explorer definitely is one of the best Windows Mixed Reality headsets. But you have to make sure that your IPD, your interpupillary distance, the distance between your eyes, is around 64 millimeters, the average, because those devices do not have a manual IPD adjustment. So if you have like a huge IPD or like a small IPD, then it will be very uncomfortable to use the Lenovo Explorer or the HP Mixed Reality headset.
Or 30 to one side and 34 to the other.
Yeah, like Dennis. Exactly.
I think it was a mistake. I can see in 64 perfectly. So
perfect. That's good to hear. Good to hear that you don't have any problems, Dennis. Yeah. Anyways, is there anybody else who would like to chip in something before we stop here with MRTV Live episode number 26?
I've got a question.
Of course, IDEC Enterprises.
Yeah. How do you find out your IPD if you have glasses? Well, Okay, doesn't matter, right? I don't wear my glasses in VR because apparently I don't need to because I'm long sighted, short sighted. I don't know. Yeah. But how do I find out my IPD if I've got a lazy eye?
Okay, so IDEC Enterprises. Well, you can go to the what is it called? In
Optician.
English? Optician, right? You can go to the optician.
Yeah, but it costs £50.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, wow.
In Germany, it's for free. But anyways,
no, not here,
you
not
have
here.
to.
You're not allowed
Can you get it through work? Are you studying or are you working?
I'm in high school.
You could maybe get a free pass to the optician by your school if you just go and, cry.
Or for your driver's license. We had to do it.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Anyways, if you want to measure your IPD on the cheap, and if you have a webcam, then you can do it online as well. And I made a video about it. So, if anybody could quickly find my video and post it to the Discord server to help IDEC Enterprises to measure his IPD with his webcam, then he could also measure it with his webcam, or simply check YouTube with Measure IPD Online, and you're going to see Sebastian there teaching you how to use your webcam to. Here it is. Thank you, Olho. Daydream District. How to measure your IPD online.
Because I've got a lazy eye and I don't know if it like changes the IPD. Like
no, the IPD is simply the distance between your eyes.
Yeah, yeah, but do you know what a lazy eye does? It basically makes your eye move away from the center point.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what lazy eye is.
Yeah.
But it's still, when your eye is in the center or looking straight forward, I think it shouldn't, or maybe does it change the distance between the eyes when your eye is moving?
The
eyes
distance, no.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So the distance.
That's interesting.
Yeah. No idea.
Yeah, but even when you change the IPD, it's difficult to adjust it because I don't know how often it happens, but you can't change it every 10 seconds. So
yeah, that would be
like,
very.
Imagine, right? Doing cross eyes, right? It's basically that, but the opposite of that. Just keep one eye doing cross eye. Yeah, that's basically a lazy eye.
Got it. Unfortunately, I also don't know if that somehow affects your IPD or like the settings. But IDEC Enterprises, did you try any VR glasses so far?
No, not yet.
Okay, so yeah, you should probably somehow try it first.
Yeah, I would suggest you to go into some, shopping mall or some kind of store that can demo any kind of VR headset for you, and then you can, test if you can actually use it or not. But anyhow, I think that an optician can give you an exact IPD number because they can probably measure that with. At an optician, they're not using a ruler, they're using some kind of machines that are really making exact. So they can probably do some good measurements.
Yeah,
so you can get the average number at least.
I'm not gonna spend £50 on that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I understand.
That is really expensive.
That's the glasses one, which is not the same because.
Or
you can
wait. Sales stores where you can test headsets.
Wait, say that again, because Harry distracted me. Say that again.
If you don't have any shops where you can test headsets.
No.
Really?
No.
In the UK, you cannot test the headsets?
By the way, isn't the Oculus Go supposed to be automatically your IPD?
Yeah, they're like better. Even if you have like a bigger IPD, bigger than the average, it still seems to kind of like adjust automatically for it because the lenses are so good. And I heard from quite a lot of people who actually have like 70 millimeters IPD, and they say like, hey, I can use the Oculus Go, but I cannot use the Lenovo Explorer. So it seems like it works well.
But does the Oculus Go actually measure your IPD?
No, there's no IPD adjustment, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's a very good question, and I'm afraid I cannot answer it.
Yeah, true. So, me neither, IDEC Enterprises. Sorry. So I think the only thing that we can tell you, please try it out yourself somehow in a store or meet somebody like somebody who has a headset, and yeah, that would be good.
I have another question.
Okay.
Cause I see you with it, but doing VR. So did you get a free subscription or for I think
yeah, that's what you would like to know.
Professional usage.
That's a very good question. So before I went to the set, so first of all, you know, I wanted to make that documentary, the one I did, right? Because I thought, like, hey, it might be very interesting to go to the adult entertainment set and film it to show everyone, yeah, so that everyone who enjoys my channel will think, hey, this channel is very good.
Yeah, keep on going.
Yeah, right. I just wanted to make like this pause to make it more strong. yeah, right. And then I wrote an email to all the adult entertainment studios that do VR things, and I wrote to them, hey, I'm Sebastian, and I have this VR channel which is very, very good, and I would like to make a documentary about adult entertainment. Can I come to your set and take videos?
And they said, yes, of course, you can come double.
No, so actually, like this one studio, they got back to me very quick, and they said, like, hey, Sebastian, we had a look now at your channel, and we think your channel is very, very good, and we would like to invite you, of course. Now, not invite you, I paid everything myself, the flights, everything, but I told them, like, hey, since I'm now going to visit your set, I would also, before I come, I would like to do some research. And in order to do that research, would you supply me with an account? And then they said yes.
And now you are a happy man.
And now I'm a happy man, or before that already, but then I was even a bit happier.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Good that we talked about that here while being live on YouTube.
Yeah.
This is a very fun show. Don't you think so?
Yeah, it's a great show. I really wish I could join it every time, but
Yeah, we wish so too. We love to have you here on the show, right? Everyone, does everyone enjoy to have SweViver on the show? Please do leave a comment in the comment section, or please write it into the live chat. And Push the Limit says 3 thumbs up.
Thanks, man.
Yes, man. SweViver, we miss you, man. We really looking forward to see your videos again, man. And really,
I've been off for a while because it's been a lot of work, some projects as well. I share that with my Patreon, and I actually made a video tonight on my Patreon channel again, just to explain why I've been gone and so. But I'm gonna be back on track soon. Hopefully next week I'm gonna try
hopefully, man. We miss you, man. Really, we truly miss you. And Brandon also says, absolutely. Thanks for joining us, SweViver. And Push Limit says he should be here all the time. Totally agreed. Yeah, they don't want to see boring Sebastian alone. They want to see you, man. Yeah, and then Carol said, yeah.
I think it's a combination, right? It's the Seb and Swee.
Yeah, that's
maybe a
good.
Combination. We really need to do more of it. I think
so.
I guess.
I think people really enjoy the Step Brothers.
The Step Brothers, yeah.
Right now, I checked it. SweViver, I already watched videos of you.
Yeah.
Whoa, thanks, man.
Yeah, but now I can see your face. So
yeah.
YouTube tells the truth.
But you know what?
The thing is that I got a little bit fatter since I made my last video. So, like gaining in weight all the time. I stopped smoking 6 months ago, and I'm like big now.
Okay. You have to play more video games. So in VR and move.
Oh yeah, I need to sweat more. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried Beat Saber. Very good.
Beat Saber is great. Oh, Dennis, before we stop this, I would like to ask you, what is your favorite game now on your Vive?
I like Beat Saber.
Yeah, Beat Saber's good.
And I tested, I think, 10 games right now. I really loved Belko VR.
What is it?
Belko, that's horror
VR.
experience, right?
No, not really. It's an escape room, and
Okay.
it's a commercial of a movie.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
They made
I
it
remember
very,
that.
very good. And after that, I had to watch the movie. So it was.
Oh,
very-
really? So it really worked.
Yeah, it worked. It was
Nice.
very good. The movie was good, but the game was amazing.
Nice.
And I already tested a horror game. I don't know the name. I deleted it as I started to going into a black room, and I don't saw anything.
It's
So-
too frightening, right? I can't take can't take horror as well.
Horror games are very, very
Bad.
mind blowing.
Immersive. Yeah, exactly. Totally agreed. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yes.
Have you tried Skyrim?
No, I've downloaded it, and I wanted to try it out later.
Okay,
So
perfect.
Maybe in an hour or so.
Nice. Perfect. I think you will really enjoy it. It's
Yeah,
really
but I don't
it's-
know if my PC can handle it.
Okay, yeah, probably. Got it, probably. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, cool. So you definitely don't regret your choice to get a VR headset.
That's right. I already got 400 gigabyte of games.
Oh,
VR
wow.
games.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That is nice. That is
Yeah,
nice.
because I got the family sharing from who I bought the Vive,
Perfect.
and there are
That's great.
130 games,
Nice.
and I've downloaded half of the list right now. I have 400 gigabytes,
Wow. Perfect.
and now I'm testing the small ones and deciding which I can delete to download the rest.
Great.
And
Try
yeah.
raw data. Have you tried raw data?
I've downloaded it
It's
half
good.
an hour ago.
It's
So-
really a good game. I personally really enjoy it. Marty, do you
Okay.
enjoy raw data?
Well, I never spent much time with it. I played
really?
it a little bit, and
You
it's,
should.
it's cool. But I think I need to spend more time on it.
Okay, you
I
should.
would actually like to recommend a game to you. It's not a new game anymore. It's been out for a while. It's not even a VR game, but there is a VR mod to it. I made a video of it a while ago, but I think a lot of people actually overlooked it and never gave it a try. But it really looks amazing, and it's the game Yooka-Laylee. It's called the Yooka-Laylee. It's a 3D platformer. It's very similar to Lucky's Tale, but it's
Wow, I
more
never heard of
pretty,
it.
more beautiful. And yeah, you really should try it. The VR mod is free, and you can actually. The game is quite expensive on Steam because it is a full game,
Okay.
but you can actually get it much cheaper on those alternative CD.
Okay.
Can you spell it?
CDkeys.com.
Or write it in the
Yeah,
chat?
sure. I could actually put it in the live chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Olho does not like raw data so much. He says raw data is the most overrated VR game out there. Wow. I didn't like it that much. All right. Olho didn't like it. But
I'm gonna
to its
give you
defense,
the-
he
I'm
came
gonna
from
give you the
Robo Recall.
address.
Okay, got it. Yeah, Robo Recall is truly better. Robo Recall is incredible. Yooka-Laylee. Well, I never saw that game. It looks funny.
You should watch the video as well. I'm not promoting my channel now, but you should.
But
The video
everybody should totally watch your videos. Are you kidding me? You should totally
No,
promote
but
it.
seriously, that
it's a
video was
multiplayer
maybe not the best one. It was just a first try playing it, and I actually, I never realized that you can turn off the vignetting because there is in the
Okay.
default mode there is a vignetting that
Yes.
will. As soon as you start to move, it's going to vignette a little bit in the picture, but you can actually disable that, and it looks truly amazing in VR. It runs really great, and it's just it's a full game with a story, and it's a platformer game, and
I
it
think
really
it's-
is like it's like made for VR actually. I would say.
I think it's close to what's it? New game Mouse.
Yeah,
Moss.
it's a little bit like that, and
That's cool.
but
Sounds
it's
good.
more like adventurous, but it's more freedom. It's like playing Mario 64 or Mario Galaxy in a 3D environment
Nice.
with beautiful graphics and with
Perfect.
full freedom of VR.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That's
but it's still in
nice.
third person, of course.
Okay, but that sounds really cool. I really like those third-person games. Actually, really,
Yeah,
in VR.
it's awesome. I promise you.
Nice, cool, perfect. I'm going to check out your gameplay first, and then probably going to
Yes.
try it out. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dennis also going to try it.
Have in
Nice.
mind it's an old video, so
No problem.
but it's quite a bad video. But and I need to recommend you. I know it's not the right way to do it, but if you are interested in that game, do not buy it from Steam, because on Steam it costs like 40 euro. It's like the full version of the game is 40 euro. It's the same price as you pay for the Marvel game, the new Marvel Powers game.
Yeah.
But you can actually get it for like 4 euro if you go to kingreen.4. Yeah, and you get the Steam key, the region-free Steam key. It's totally legit.
What? Okay.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. I'm gonna give you the link.
Yeah, please, me
in,
too.
the,
So for
in the live
$4, I
stream.
think it's an instant buy.
Here you got the link in the live stream chat on the Discord. You can buy the game for like $4, 4 euro maybe it is, but it's like 10th of the price.
Wow.
I gotta admit that I bought the game for 40 euro back in the days when. So.
That is legit.
Yeah, that's fully legit.
Wow.
That is like a Steam key. I mean, trading sites. And
Yeah. I can recommend Kinguin is very nice. I'm using it too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I bought like 20 or 30
Is it like you're buying other people's keys who bought it already?
No.
Yeah. No, it's
Yes,
the
no.
other companies that have the keys. You can also buy from the people that offer the keys, but it's and other resellers. So it's
Okay.
resellers mostly.
Yeah.
Got it.
Many
So-
people are YouTubers who get Steam keys. I
okay.
don't know, maybe they get 20 and so they use one and share 5 to their friends, and the other ones
Okay.
they sell.
And somebody
So-
sells it on that site. So Olo says
Yeah.
the keys are legit, but they are not always from legit sources. So that's probably what he meant.
Yeah.
Like as in like, okay, actually these keys are free keys meant to be played by YouTubers, but then those damn YouTubers, they just sell them on Kinguin.
No, but that doesn't have to be that way, because there are a lot of people that actually buy keys in bulk, and you can get them much cheaper than, and then they
really?
sell.
Okay.
And on every seller, you can see a seller rating, and there are sellers that have sold like 40,000 keys, and they have like 5 out of 5 star, thousands of positive reviews and feedback. So you can probably, the risk of getting like cheated is like 0%. And also, if you would like on Kinguin, you can include a kind of like an buyer protection, just like you have on PayPal and so. It's going to be, if you buy the game a ukulele for $40 or $50, for $4, I mean, you can pay like $1 extra for an buyer protection, and then if that reseller is giving you a fake key or a key that gets revoked after a while, you're going to get your money back from Kinguin.
Okay, got it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very,
So
very
it's-
interesting. Never heard about them
They're
before.
protecting the customers. Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. So that
Yes.
sounds very interesting. And then, yeah, that makes this jump and run game even more interesting that you just mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I mean, the Kinguin. It's not authorized reseller for Steam, just like Green Man Gaming is for. Because Green Man Gaming is like 100% legit. There's absolutely
Yes.
no risk. Nothing can
Yes,
happen.
got it.
So there is a risk, but if you take that little buyer protection thing for $1 or $2 or maximum, you're gonna be totally protected. So don't worry about that.
All right. Cool. Good. That is a very good last word. I think we're getting to the end now. And yeah, I would like to say thanks to all of you who were like in that audio chat. Like, yeah, right, Dennis, and of course Martin. So happy to hear you, right? I think
Thanks, man.
all
I'm happy to be part of this.
all the community is super happy to hear you, and all the community is going to be super happy to have you back and to see you again.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Yeah. And yeah, thanks to all of you who spoke here on the audio chat. I'm going to say bye now. So bye Dennis, hi, bye Martin, bye IDEC Enterprises, bye Rob. Thanks so much for being here on the show tonight.
Yeah, and thanks to all the super chats, the donators, and the patrons as well.
Exactly, that's for sure. Thank you so much. Exactly, thanks for Brandon, and thanks for Arthur. Thanks for sending super chats, and yeah, thanks for being here on the show, and thanks for supporting people like like Martin and me, and yeah, I think people know that we really love VR and that we want to push it further as much as we can.
And thank you for all the content.
You're welcome. You're welcome. This is a very, very good channel. And the German one as well. All right, guys. I'm saying goodbye to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Sleep well.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye. So, yeah. I just said bye. And, oh, and I got... Let me just put on the studio. So, yeah, that was another long MRTV Live episode number 26, and we just get I just got another super chat from Pinöppel Zockt. Thank you so much, Pinöppel. You know that means a lot to me, and thanks so much for your contribution. And you say sicher dat for all of our German viewers. Yeah, looking forward to the German version of MRTV Live tomorrow. Hope you're going to be there, Pinöppel. So again, it's a very, very long MRTV Live. Hope you don't mind that these shows get so long now. Before MRTV Live, when I was just talking by myself, it was like probably 1 hour or 1 hour and 30 minutes. But now, thanks to having people on the show, thanks to having you guys on the show, it is, yeah, the shows are getting longer and longer. I hope you don't mind it. Do let me know in the comment section. Do let me know in the chat, in the live chat, if it's okay for you that these shows are getting longer and longer. Anyways, that is truly everything that I got for you. And also, again, thanks for watching this. If you want to support this channel, yeah, then totally check out my Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/SebastianAng, and you're going to see lots of extra content. And I would like to warn you, this content is like incredibly clickbaited. Yeah, so I'm using the worst clickbait titles in order to get you onto the Patreon. So if you want to join the Patreon, don't join for those clickbait don't join for those clickbait titles. Join because you want to support this channel. Okay, so please, if you want to check it out, patreon.com/SebastianAng. It's one adult beverage a month, $3. And if you want to support this, if you want to get more content, join it. It is truly worth it, I think. And yeah, you make sure that I can keep on doing what I'm doing here right now. But that is, I think, truly everything that I got for you guys tonight. And you guys don't seem to mind it, the length of the show. Don't be intimidated by the length, Arcane Blue says. That is incredible. So please, guys, do spread the word. MRTV is very, very good. That's everything that I got for you guys tonight. Have a good night, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.